Okay. 1, 2. Is this goes to anything?
Welcome to Nippert Stadium on the campus of the University of Cincinnati, where tonight, Waycross Television and wearecolerain.com are proud to present high school football action. It's week 1 of the Ohio high school football season here at beautiful Nippert Stadium, and a hot and muggy day. Tonight, the Colerain Cardinals will be taking on the Park Vista Cobras out of Park Vista, Florida. This is game 1 tonight here at Nippert Stadium. Immediately following this game will be Moeller versus Pike out of Indianapolis. But tonight, we have got a great game for you slated to start right at 6 p.m. This is Chris Himanitis of wearecolerain.com in the booth, along with Brian Wyatt as color commentator, production engineer Brandon Wyatt, and the whole Waycross team in the truck bringing you action tonight. Tonight, we've got, again, the Colerain Cardinals, who entered the season coming off a 12-1 record, a regional final loss to the Moeller Crusaders last year. They've got a bunch of new faces on offense and a few new faces on defense, but expectations don't change at Colerain. 15-0, and the state championship is always the goal. Park Vista last year, this is an 8A size school. They're a very large school in Florida. They play in the largest classification. Last year, they finished the year 8-3, lost in the first round of the playoffs. So they traveled up here to take on our Cardinals, Brian, and you know, if nothing else, they got to feel at home given the temperature outside.
I tell you what, it's about 90 degrees here in Cincinnati today, and on that field with the field turf, it's usually 10, 15 degrees above that. So hydration prior to this game is the key, and we'll see if this team from Florida can handle the heat brought by the Colerain Cardinals.
That's a great point. You know, you got to believe that now they're near, again, Park Vista is
Lake Worth, Florida.
Down by Lake Worth, Florida. So it's certainly down south in the Palm Beach area. So they're going to be accustomed to heat. They're going to be accustomed to the humidity. The one thing they may not be accustomed to is such the long travel. You can take a look at the team here, and you'll see that when you get a chance to see them on the broadcast for Waycross.
Yeah, and just a reminder, Chris, before you go any further, for those of you listening on wearecolerain.com, Ohio high school athletic rules do not allow live video. We will have a replay on Waycross. We'll have a replay on it, but if you're on wearecolerain.com, you cannot see the game right now.
Yes, but for those of you watching the broadcast on television via Waycross, we'll bring you all the images as best we can, and the guys at Waycross do a great job at that. So, but anyway, back to my point about Park Vista. They did not. It doesn't appear to me as if they traveled their entire team, which is not uncommon when teams have to travel a long distance. They'll take what they think they need for the game. So, you know, things like cramps and exhaustion, and subbing in and out is probably going to be in Colerain's favor.
Yeah, this is one of the largest Colerain squads, actually, probably in the last 10 years. This is one of the smallest. Less than 80 players on this varsity squad as the Colerain Cardinals take the field. We seem to start this event every year, and it's not our home field, but we feel like Nippert is our home field. Play a lot of games down here, play some playoff games down here. So Colerain Cardinals looking to stay undefeated against out-of-state opponents.
That's a great point, Brian. I'm glad you brought that up. The Colerain Cardinals have played, and I'm not exactly sure the number, and I apologize, but they've played upwards of 6 or 7 games against out-of-state opponents, and they have never lost to an out-of-state opponent. From Hoover out of Alabama, McKeesport out of Pennsylvania. We played Cocoa 2 years ago, also from Florida. You know, we've played all these out-of-state teams. We even played a Canadian team. We've beat them all. So we got a bit of a streak on the line tonight, and the Cardinals certainly want to get off to a good start, as we'll get to it later on in the broadcast, examining their schedule a little bit. Big game looming next week at home in the home opener against the St. Xavier Bombers. But tonight their focus is solely and completely, as it should be, on the Park Vista Cobras. And Brian, you had an interesting comment about the Cardinals playing the Cobras off the air before we went live. Why don't you share that with our viewers?
You know me, Chris. I'm always finding fun facts about our Cardinals, and I figured out, looking through the Colerain history, this is the first time Colerain Cardinals have played a team with a reptile as their mascot.
Well, that is an interesting statistic, I have to tell you. So, Cardinals, Cobras. In the wild, that may not be a fair matchup. But tonight, I think on the field, it's going to be very evenly matched. What does this team bring? Well, let me tell you, this team brings a 3-year starter at quarterback. I'm talking about Park Vista QB Quad Martin. He can run and throw. He's a typical dual threat quarterback, 5 foot 10 inches. And we're going to see him right away as the Cardinals will be kicking off to the Park Vista Cobras to start this game. Ball's lined up at the 40, and it's kicked, and it's a high pooch kick coming down out of bounds. Not exactly sure what the thinking was there, obviously, other than just to try and drop it inside and pin Park Vista right at the 30, not allow them a return.
Yeah, Zach Gaynor tried a directional kick there, just trying to find a gap. Doesn't have the leg to take it to the end zone, but just wanted to get height and find an open area, and really kind of miskicked that one. Goes out at about the mark at the 30-yard line.
So not a big penalty there because obviously
with the penalty for going out of bounds, they're going to mark the ball first down for Park Vista at the 35-yard line.
So only a 5-yard penalty, in effect, illegal. I think it's illegal procedure. What is that called? Do you remember? I'm not sure what it's called. So Park Vista will have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. You see the quarterback again, Quad Martin, a 3-year starter, dual threat quarterback. Takes a snap, looks the path, throws it immediately. It is caught at about the 39-yard line. They'll mark it at the 40, so 5-yard gain on 1st down.
Yeah, just a quick hit to Renard Shuren. That's a long handoff out there. Just quick hitter. Picks up about 4 yards, almost 5.
I believe we'll see several of these Park Vista players playing both ways, which is, again, could hurt them come 3rd and 4th quarter as they begin to wear out a little bit. So here we go. 2nd down and 5, ball on the 40-yard line for Park Vista. Opening drive of the game. Snap is back. Handoff is to the tailback who sweeps it to the left. He's looking for some room. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. The Cardinals tackle him right at about the 47.5-yard line. It'll be 1st down Park Vista.
Yeah, Goyette takes all the way outside. It's stopped by Tigray Scales, but that moves the ball all the way up to the 48-yard line. 1st down Cobras.
Ball marked at the 48-yard line. 1st down and 10, Park Vista.
So again, what we're going to see from this team is speed. I mean, they can run. They've got trips right now to the right. Running back lined up right next to the quarterback. Number 10 takes it. He rolls out to his right. He looks to pass. He's going to throw it incomplete, intended for number 21 of Park Vista.
Yeah, Chauncey Mason just tried to get loose out there in the flats. Forced to throw it a little bit earlier by Tigray Scales. Ball is incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
For those of you on wearecolerain.com listening live, we will bring you the starting lineups as soon as we've got them. So 2nd down and 10 now. Ball still on the 48-yard line. Shadows are starting to creep in a little bit on the field here at UC's Nippert Stadium. Cardinals showing blitz. In comes number 33. Tackles the quarterback, but he's able to pitch it. But the Cardinals are there on defense, basically about a 1-yard gain, so it's going to be 3rd down and long. Good play call by Sean Cutright, defensive coordinator for the Cardinals.
Yeah, spread option, and they sent Eric Johnson flying up the middle. You know, we say at Colerain, we've run the option for years, so we think we can defend it because we have to defend it in practice.
This will be a big 3rd down for the Cardinals defense. If they can get them off the field, they can make this a painless series and let the Cardinal offense take over and see what they can do.
So again, 3 wide receivers down low, 1 up high, 1 back. Goyette in the shotgun.
3rd down and 9. Oh, we've got a whistle.
And it looks like we got a delay a game.
Well, that changes things. We're going to go from 3rd and 9 all the way back to 3rd and 14. I don't know that necessarily changes the play call with what they were showing there, but it very well may.
Well, we saw the quarterback went all the way to the sideline to get the play and came back in. And no hand signals. Some teams will send an offensive lineman, usually guard, shuttling in and out. But this time the quarterback went all the way to the sidelines to get the play and didn't get it off in time. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down, and let's call it 14 at the 44-yard line of the Cobras.
Park Vista in all white with black helmets. Colerain in there all red with white helmets. 3rd down and 14. Ball snap back. It's a quick pitch out to number 21. He takes it and falls down. The Cardinals have tackled him, I want to say, for no gain. So it'll be 4th down and a mile to go. On comes the punting unit.
Yeah, we got number 5, Elijah Howard, making a big play. No gain. It's going to bring on the punting crew there for the Cobras. Back to kick is going to be Troy Edelman. And back for Colerain Cardinals for the return is Jalen Christian. Be kicking it from about his own 30-yard line.
So unlike the past 2 games we've broadcast, Brian, where they were simply scrimmages and there were no live special teams, we'll get a real opportunity to see here what the special teams for the Cardinals brings this year. Jalen Christian, a senior. Snap is back, kick is off, and it is a terrible kick. Bounces all the way down to about the 35-yard line where it looks like it's going to go out of bounds, and we got a penalty.
Yeah, a
on
little
the far side of the field.
Extracurriculars of guys way far away from the play. Not sure who they're going to get. There was a Colerain player and a Park Vista player. Just kind of a locked in a head-to-head battle there. But when a ball is kicked out of bounds like that, you got to keep cooler heads prevail.
Yeah, we'll see who that's against. We're trying to figure out as everything's getting situation now. Who's that against? I thought it was against Colerain, but we'll see where he signals.
So they're going to where the ball was spotted.
Yep.
Coach Bolden is from Colerain Cardinals is out on the field, kind of trying to figure it out, and they're just.
I think that's against Colerain. I think
looks like they're going to mark it off against Colerain.
Well, that takes, unfortunately, it is in fact a personal foul against the Cardinals. That's really unfortunate because they were in great field position, set up at the 35-yard line, and now they're going to be all the way back to the 19 officially, which is where they'll start off their first offensive series. So not sure what went on there other than just some chippiness, I guess, between a couple players, but those are the kinds of penalties the Cardinals cannot afford tonight against this kind of a team.
So our first look in the regular season, quarterback, quick Kelvin Cook behind center. Colerain in their traditional wing backs, 2 receivers, 3 running backs, 1 fullback.
Yep, there it is. We'll talk about these guys in a minute. Kelvin Cook takes it. It's a speed pitch back to number 9, TJ Dula, who takes it. He's up to the 20, down to about the 21. So he's going to pick up about 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, good block on the outside, but Park Vista is there on the outside. Led by that's number 7. We hear your name a lot. Marcus Goyette, the University of Louisville commit, makes the stop. Colerain does pick up about 2 yards, kind of spread it out. And they, you'll see from this option, they go outside, they go inside. They want to spread the defense out and keep them guessing. But again, Colerain, no huddle, gets the play from the sidelines.
This is Kelvin Cook's first varsity game. Live action in a game that counts. He is a senior, and he is poised. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps himself. Park Vista sniffed that out immediately. They caught him in the backfield.
If he gives that to the fullback, Datwan Smith is still running. Nice play by the Cobras all over Kelvin Cook. Going to bring up a long 3rd down. He loses 4 yards. Going to make it a 3rd and 12.
Part of his development as a quarterback, as is always the case with every brand new quarterback in this offense, is learning to read the defense and better adjust, exactly knowing where that ball needs to go between the dive fullback, the keeper himself, or the late pitch to a wing back. And unfortunately, he just made a bad call on that one. So it's 3rd down and 12, all the way back at their own 17-yard line. The Cardinals really need to get some space here, if nothing else, to give their punter some room. We have whistles before the snap.
And we've got a delay game again on Colerain this time. Ask it to dig a deeper hole for the Colerain Cardinals.
Well, that's going to move them all the way back now to 3rd down and 17, just under 8 minutes to go. No score here, as the Colerain offense, unfortunately, is moving backwards. Started off with a 15-yard personal foul on the punt return. And they've only had 1 positive run of 2 yards in this series. So they got to make something happen here on 3rd down and 17.
So this time 3 wide receivers. 1 back. Cook takes the pitch, gets it to Datwan Smith more on the outside. But he's stopped. No room out there. Run to the short side. But Elijah Howard is there for the Cobras. Stops him only about a 3-yard gain. So Colerain's first possession is going to be stopped deep in their own zone. And I believe we'll see Trey Hudson, the Colerain star wide receiver, also doing punting duty right here, trying to dig him out of this hole.
Trey Hudson really came on last year as a punter with the graduation of Joe Bolden the year before, who had done the punting duties. And he did, I would say, a very admirable job. He's got a heck of a foot, and he can boom this thing high, and that's got to be what he's going to do here. Basically kick it as far and as high as he can. Give the Cardinal defense a chance to get down there and cover on special teams.
Yeah, Smith and Mason back for the Cobras.
Snap is back, kick is up. It's a spiraling kick, and it's caught at the 40-yard line.
What a great kick.
That was a fantastic kick, caught at the 40-yard line with no return. So the Cardinals kind of dig themselves out of a hole that they put themselves in. And they got to get back on defense now, get this ball back. So immediately we can say, Brian, about this Park Vista defense, they are fast, and it seems as if they've been well coached on the option. And why is that? Who's their coach, Brian?
We got Coach Dobbs, who saw Colerain. He actually coached in the GMC Princeton in around 2006. Coached 1 year, so he's very familiar with this program. So I know these two coaches exchange film. There's lots of film out there on Colerain, but we'll see how it goes. Get the nerves out of this first quarter. Who's gonna hit the first home run? Who's gonna throw the first punch? Cobras now on their own 40-yard line, seeing what they can do on offense.
I think you're exactly right. I think they're going to be home run shots in this game. We'll see. In the shotgun, Quad Martin takes the ball, hands it off on a route. It slips and falls down at the 40-yard line, so no gain on the play. Number 21 on the carry.
Yeah, Chauncey Mason comes back on the counter, and safety Ryan Williamson for the Colerain Cardinals was all over that. Maybe the length of the ball on a gain there brings up second down.
So second down and 10, ball on the 40-yard line. So good defense by the Cardinals there. Big number 62, Jacob Todd, right in the middle at the nose guard position. Cardinals showing blitz, now backing out of it. Once again in the shotgun, snap is back again. It's a wide handoff to number 1.
The ball's loose.
The ball's loose. We'll see who got it.
Looks like the Cobras were back in it. They tried to do a quick lateral pass up there. Not sure if it was forward or not, if it was close, but a receiver had his hand on it, but punched out by a Colerain Cardinal defender, and that'll be about a 5, almost 6-yard loss back to the 34-yard line. Another third down and long. Colerain sniffed that play out, and they were all over it. They could almost caught that pass themselves.
So both these teams seem like they've left their offenses on the bus. The defense is way ahead of the offenses at this point, which is not a surprise this early in the season.
Yeah, Cobras have had a spring game, but this is the first live action for the Colerain Cardinals.
Eric Johnson showing blitz, and here he comes through the middle. Over pursues, quarterback Quad Martin's got it, and he takes it all the way back to the original line of scrimmage, but he's taken down right at the 40-yard line. So once again, it'll be 4th down and 10, and on comes the punting unit for Park Vista. So just trading kicks at this point.
Yeah, Eric, the Rock, Johnson, he comes flying up the middle, and he forces the quarterback to tuck it in and run up, but T-Gray Scales again waiting for him there, nowhere to go. That'll bring in the kicker again, Troy Adamson and Jalen Christian back to return for the Colerain Cardinals.
The first punt attempt by Park Vista was poor, off the side of his foot and very short. We'll see if we get anything different here. Here's a kick. Again, it's not great. It's high. Fair catch is called, and it's caught right at the 30-yard line, which is about where it was last time, and I don't see any penalties this time. So the Cardinals will have it. 1st down and 10 on the 30-yard line. Again, no score. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Colerain Cardinals versus the Park Vista Cobras.
Yeah, Colerain will come out on offense, and it all starts up front. Senior captain Ross Demmel will anchor this line with Kendall Strader. We'll see Austin Jordan, Desmond Noel, and Justin Miles, and we'll see Josh Bolin playing a little bit of tight end today. We said Kelvin Cook is back out there at quarterback with Daytwan Smith-Moore in the backfield, along with T.J. Dula, Trey Hudson.
Kelvin Cook takes it, takes the handoff, keeps it himself. He's up to the 35, he's up to the 40, the 45 to 50. He's got plenty of room for the first down all the way into Park Vista territory, taken out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big run for the senior quarterback.
Yeah, makes the right decision this time, follows his blockers to the outside. Good block. I believe that was by number 30, the Colerain, Deshaunte Jones, someone we'll see a lot out there. Finally forced out by Dalton Beckman, but not after the Cardinals strike first and get into Cobra territory. Ball at the 35-yard line. First down, Colerain.
That's exactly what the Cardinals needed. They needed a little bit of juice on offense, get that confidence back a little bit. They moved the ball real well during their scrimmages. Let's see what they can do here now on 1st and 10 at the 35. Kelvin Cook takes it once again, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and again, probably should have let DSM take that and run with it, but he does fall forward, picks up about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, it starts out early. You got to find out what the defense is going to do, and they're kind of overloading the strong side, which Colerain keeps running to. Might set them up for a counter. They're pretty much man-to-man on the outside, so this is where the chess game between the two coaches come out. So we got Fred Riley in the ball game as a wide receiver, along with that's number 3, Jordan Asbury.
Jordan Asbury, a junior, new to varsity this year. He is electric and he is in motion. Here's the handoff to Daytwan Smith. He takes it, moves it all the way up to about the 26, maybe 27-yard line. It's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down, so it'll be 3rd and short.
Yeah, stopped by the interiors led by Reynard Chiron from the Cobras. But that brings up, it's only 3rd down and 1, but, knowing our kicking game doesn't have the strongest, like pretty accurate, but it's almost two downs to get 1 yard.
So here we go. Now under center. Kelvin takes it. Fakes the handoff, keeps himself. He's going to get enough for the first down. He's taken down by number 3, but gets it down to the 22-yard line. First down, Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cobras tried to load up the middle of the box and jump the count. They threw everybody between the guard and center gaps on both sides. Kelvin Cook takes it outside. He's stopped by Tyler Hoffman, but it's a Colerain first down. Ball at the 21-yard line.
Just a real threat here as the Cardinals are knocking on the red zone door. Trying to be the first one tonight to put some points on the board here as we've got 3.5 minutes left in the opening quarter. No score. Colerain in Park Vista. Kelvin takes it, drops back, looks to pass, throws it, and it's just over the outstretched hands of T.J. Dula. It was there, but couldn't quite connect on it.
Yeah, just tried that little seam. It was there, trying to catch the safety sneaking up. Kelvin Cook just letting just a little bit, just out of the outstretched arms. Dula only about 5'8", but if he was 6'2", he maybe got a touchdown there. But that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Colerain Cardinals.
One of the other senior captains and names that we hope to be calling a lot this year is Josh Boland. He's a big tight end. I don't know if he's out there right now.
Yeah,
he is out there. There he is, number 42 on the left end of the line. 2nd down and 10. Kelvin takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Good pursuit by the Park Vista defense, but he's got some moves, does Kelvin, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, he gets about 4 yards. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Wholesale changes. Some fresh bodies in for the Cobras on this 3rd down conversion.
Number 32, C.J. Armstrong.
So this is in field goal range, but again, 2 plays to get 6 yards. Coach Bolden's known as a gambler. He has gone for it on 4th down on many occasions if you don't get it here.
Man in motion. Kelvin Cook takes it, hands it off to Daytwan Smith-Moore. He's got it. He's into the red zone. He's all the way down to about the 4-yard line. First down, Cardinals, and they are knocking on the door.
Yeah, it looks like they changed up the play. Cobras, we said, overloading one side, overloading the strong side. This time they go weak side with just a straight dive. Daytwan Smith-Moore, we call him Pocket Hercules. 5'5", 190 pounds. Probably pound for pound the best athlete on the field. Not your typical fullback. He can really hide behind that line of scrimmage, but don't test him because he's about the strongest kid on the field too.
First down and goal at the 3-yard line. Kelvin Cook takes it, hands it back off. Oh, no, excuse me, had me fooled. I thought he handed it to DSM. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I tell you, Colerain wears him out there, and either one of them can score. Daytwan walked in untouched, but Kelvin had the ball, and he walked in untouched. And I tell you what, I don't know if you saw on the outside, Trey Hudson, yeah, the big wide receiver, played wide guard and just pancaked the defensive back. So Colerain strikes first blood with 2:25 left in this first quarter. Extra point is pending.
That's the exact kind of confidence drive that this offense needed.
So Matt Turner's your snapper.
Snap is back. It was not a good snap. Hold is down, kick is up, and kick is good. So the Colerain Cardinals, with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left on their 2nd offensive series of the game in the first quarter, take a 7-0 lead on the Cobras from Park Vista, Florida.
I tell you what, Colerain, maybe the nerves out a little bit there, show what they can do. Mix up, really weren't successful with the pass, but I think that seam pass kind of loosened up the defense a little bit. They don't like to throw a lot, but they can. And if you can keep those secondary defenders from sneaking up to the line and give you a little extra room, the speed of Kelvin Cook and Daytwan Smith-Moore can make you pay.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the complaints of this offense, no matter who runs it, and interestingly, the option has become a very interesting topic in the NFL with the outset of players like RJ3 and Colin Kaepernick and Russell Wilson. They're all doing.
Did you just say Kaepernick?
Kaepernick, as opposed to Kaepernick. They all do a great job running it, and you really just need to have the threat of a pass to show that you can throw the ball. You have designs to do it. Last year, L.A. Ramsby, who's moved on to Georgia Southern, at quarterback for Colerain last year, threw for 1,600 yards. Also ran for 1,600. So Coach Bolden is not afraid to put the ball in the air. Zach Gaynor now addresses the ball, kicks a squibber. It's on the ground, goes all the way down.
It's touched by a Cobra defender. The ball is still loose.
It's loose all the way down and picked up at about the 15-yard line. He's making a few guys miss. He's going to get a good return out of it, brings it back up to the 25. So about a 10-yard return in what was really breaking out to be a beautiful kick for the Cardinals. It went through 4 players before it got picked up.
Yeah, but it was touched by one of the up men, so it was a live ball by the time it got back to Emmanuel Smith, and he does a good job. Almost plays the shortstop there, picks it up, finds a little bit of hole, and you know what? Zach Gaynor's not going to kick it out of the end zone, but if you can start the opposing team offense inside on the 25-yard line, I'll take that every time.
I wonder if that's going to be
That's going to be the mode of
you think that'll be it?
Yeah, all year you're going to see it.
Well, we had a kicker by the name of Donetsky who I thought had quite a leg, but we'll hear about more of him later. I don't know that he's with the team this year. So here we go now, 1st down and 10 for the Cobras on the 25-yard line. Snap is back, handoff. Right through the hole, he finds himself, and there's some room. He's going to be tackled, but not before he gets enough of the 1st down. An 11-yard pickup for the Park Vista Cobras.
Yeah, straight handoff right up the middle. Zandel Bernard gets loose, the 5'9", 170-pound junior. Big gain, brings the ball all the way out to the 37-yard line. 1st down, Cobras. Nothing more than a zone read there, and the offensive line did a good job blocking up front, so nice play by the Cobras.
1st down and 10 at the 37-yard line. Once again in the shotgun. Here's the pass out to number 1, and it is caught. I don't know that they're going to have a lot of success on that this year. Good tackle made by number 5 and number 13, teaming up on that one for the Cardinals.
Hosea Murphy, again, makes a big play along with Daryl Gardner helps. Yeah, they just try to get the ball outside to your athletes, but the ball's a little bit slow out of the quarterback's hand, and the pursuit of the Colerain defense does not even let him turn the ball up. Murphy has made 2 good plays on those quick outs. So they lose a couple yards there. 2nd down and 12.
So the Colerain defense certainly has acquitted themselves here early in this game. Minute 18 left to go in the opening quarter. They've done well. 2nd down and 12. Here comes Eric Johnson sneaking up again. Doesn't quite blitz, but moves with it. Goes after the quarterback, Quad Martin. He takes it and throws it to a wide open guy, but it was just short. Unbelievable. He was wide open.
Well, got on a scramble there, kind of forced it. Looked like he had an option pass read, and it turned into a pass, and that looked like number 8, Anthony Milanese, got loose and got behind. The defensive back had gone up to stop the run, and he was wide open. Not a Cardinal within 15 yards of him, but that pass was about 7 yards short. So 3rd down and 12.
Credit the Cardinals defensive front for applying pressure to Quad Martin. And again, for those of you who are listening live on wearecolerain.com, if you're listening and you have any problems with the screen, just hit refresh on your browser, and we'll try and get it back. We've got some connectivity issues. We're working real hard to get through them to get you everything we can. 7-0 Colerain over Park Vista. Snap is back to Quad Martin. It is intended for number 21, and it hit him in the hands. Unfortunately, it ended up on the turf.
Yeah, a little play action. Tried to catch Chauncey Mason on a quick slant. He's there, but the ball bounces off his face mask. So that'll bring up 4th down. And again, 3 and out for the Cobras, and here comes the punter again. I tell you what, the last couple snaps, Colerain hasn't really gone after this punter, but the snap from the center is a little bit slow. Don't know if the Colerain will go for a block at any time in this game.
So 4th down and 12, back on their own 35-yard line. Snap is back to the punter. He kicks it. 3 Colerain Cardinals were there, but they were not enough to get it again. Not a good kick. It kicks over the 50-yard line, but now bounces back into Park Vista territory, where the Cardinals will start off 1st down and 10 at the 47-yard line of Park Vista. Clearly, we're winning the field position battle with special teams so far, Brian.
Well, if it wasn't for that the penalty on the first punt where it had Colerain deep, they're getting pretty good starting position. But the punter from the Cobras is really struggling. He really wasn't pressured that much at all. But 2 punts he's had is off the side of his foot, and this time it said the roll was almost like he hit a 9-iron, had a little reverse roll, and Colerain's going to start in Cobras territory, starting at the 47-yard line of the Cobras.
So if this, as the Shadows now make their way halfway across the field, Cardinals are half shadow, half sun. In motion is Jordan Asbury. The handoff is to Daquan Smith-Moore. He keeps it and runs. He's on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down all the way down to about the 24-yard line. So just a simple dive play, and Daquan Smith-Moore just kept running. He kept waiting for someone to touch him. No one got to him.
This is the adjustment I saw. They're really overplaying the tight end side, and this time they're running weak side. They're running both their middle linebackers on one side of the ball, and this time either, I don't know if it was Cook, the quarterback, or Coach Bolden that made the adjustment. They ran to the weak side, and there's not a linebacker in the area, so that made it easy running for Daquan Smith.
12-yard pickup on 1st down for Daquan Smith. Down to the 23-yard line are the Colerain Cardinals. So Daquan Smith now, and again, he's a senior returning from last year. Over 800 yards rushing last year. TJ Dooley in motion. Kelvin Smith takes it, gives the handoff He takes it up across the 20-yard line down to about the 19. So about a 4-yard pickup there for the Cardinals.
He'll
take that every time.
Yeah, he'll take that on first down every time. Linebacker C.J. Armstrong makes the stop, but that takes the ball to the 19-yard line. Colerain knocking on the door again in the red zone.
19-yard line of Mark Vista. Official timeout.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So here at beautiful Nippert Stadium on the campus of the University of Cincinnati, your host Colerain Cardinals are up 7-0 over the visiting Park Vista Cobras from Florida. Chris, I tell you what, Colerain so far, they've kind of been a little bit iffy, kind of a little bit hesitant. Maybe you got the butterflies out in there starting to drive. So could be exciting. 3 more quarters to play, but they say, the game is played in 3, but it's 1 in 4.
That's exactly right. No, that's a good point, Brian. And, this Colerain team comes into the year with a decent amount returning on defense, specifically T. Gray Scales. It was back there, as well as Eric Johnson and Jalen Christian and Ryan Williamson. So they returned some real good senior leaders. T. Gray Scales being the leader of that. He's got over 20 Division I offers. Some of the big ones, Oklahoma, West Virginia, Cincinnati. He's got a lot, that he's got to look forward to after he graduates. But, right now, right here, they've got to work on continuing to bottle up this Park Vista offense, who has shown that they have some speed, but certainly the quarterback, Quad Martin, has been a little jumpy. He's been a little edgy early on.
Well, Colerain getting success up in the middle with their defensive linemen. Colerain, traditionally not the biggest of defensive linemen, go for speed, so we're seeing a lot of new names up there. Demetrius Colbert, Daryl Gardner playing a little bit of outside linebacker, putting pressure up the middle. I mean, Eric Johnson went from a defensive lineman last year to middle linebacker, so an athletic front here by Colerain. But here we go, the start of the second quarter. Colerain's going to start the ball 2nd down and 6. Ball spotted at the Cobras' 19-yard line.
No funny formations at this point, just real simple. TJ Doolin in motion. DSM takes the ball. Kelvin Cook kept it. Probably should have let Daytwan Smith have it. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry, does Kelvin, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, C.J. Armstrong on the stop again. This time the adjustment, nice play by the defense.
It's such,
3rd down and about 5 to go.
Well, you have to believe they're in 4-down territory at this place on the field inside the red zone.
Well, you got a little bit of lead. You could gamble with that, but you're in Zach Gainer's range too in the middle of the field. So
certainly. So Kelvin Cook barking out the signals as he once again lines up under center. No one in motion that time. The handoff is to DSM, and he's got it. He's inside the 10-yard line. Takes it all the way down to about the 7, where it'll be a 1st down run for the Colerain Cardinals.
Daytwan Smith Moore from the fullback position just goes untouched until he gets about the 11-yard line. And we're seeing again, that's, 32, C.J. Armstrong on the tackle, but not after the Colerain picks up the 1st down. Ball at the 7-yard line of the Cobras.
One thing the Cardinals do have an advantage in this game from everything I read coming in is going to be on the line of scrimmage in terms of their size. It may be the only game all year where the Cardinals have a size advantage on the lines, but they certainly look like they have it today, and they just got to keep feeding the rock to Daytwan. That's exactly what, nope, doesn't. Kelvin Cook keeps it again. He makes a man miss, and he's into the end zone. No flags. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Again, quick Kelvin Cook gets out there, and even, I tell you what, he's doing such a good job. He's fooled you about
twice. Twice he's fooled me
more than twice, but this time.
I'll only admit to 2.
Yeah. C.J. Armstrong, he gets a hand on him, but gets nothing more than a towel there, falls on the field, and he follows big blocks up there. Jordan Asbury, you don't make big runs without support from your defense. So that'll make the score 13-0, 10:49. Zach Gainer on the kick.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It's a low kick, and it is good. So Zach Gainer 2 for 2 on points, extra point attempts tonight, and with 10:49 left to go in the first half, the Colerain Cardinals have opened up a 14-0 lead. Good thing I'm not running the camera for Waycross. Again, big shout out to the Waycross production crew. They were not fooled on that run. They kept it on Kelvin Cook, and you were able to see him take it right into the end zone. So great work by the camera guys.
And again, we're volunteers here at wearecolerain.com at Waycross. Thank you for everything you do in our community. And if you want to be part of a future broadcast for Waycross TV, you can go to www.waycross.tv. Look up an event and volunteer, because we are nothing without our volunteers. So thank you, Tony Suarez, and everybody from Waycross.
And for those of you who are not familiar with wearecolerain.com, just a minute to talk about that. We are funded completely and entirely by the Colerain Boosters, an organization that's run out of Colerain High School that supports Colerain High School as well as White Oak Middle School and Colerain Middle School, providing all kinds of equipment and services for all the athletic teams and the non-athletic teams that are involved in the budget, from show cards, orchestra, band, anything that touches the budget for extracurriculars. The Colerain Boosters help. And they help us by providing the equipment that we need to bring you tonight's broadcast on wearecolerain.com.
So Zach Gainer's going to tee it up again on a 40. Silverman deep, but they moved up to almost the 15-yard line, not expecting the deep kick.
And it is not, in fact, a deep kick. It's kicked again one more time out of bounds, and Tom Bolden was on the sideline there and knocked it, and he knocked it with a little bit of disgust. I'm sure that was not what he intended or wanted Zach Gainer to do.
Yeah, he looked like he attempted another little pooch, tried to get underneath and get up there, and got caught too much, and just hit a line drive out of bounds right again at the 30, let's mark it at the 28-yard line. Yeah, you asked earlier about the freshman phenom kicker from last year, Christian Nefke. He got hurt in baseball.
Oh, I see.
So I believe it was an ankle injury. So he is not on the squad this year. So Zach Gainer is going to be asked to re-kick this. Park Vista doing the field position.
So they decided, yep, look at that.
Make him kick it again, make him keep it in bounds, and see if we can break a return, get back at this.
Well, you can't blame him for that, and I'm interested to see, because this was not the philosophy last year with Zach. Zach was allowed to kick off last year, and he's a year older. So it's an interesting turn of events for the kicking game. Now lined up at the 35-yard, and it's a squib right up the middle. It takes a big bounce and caught it at the 36-yard line. Looking for some room is Park Vista, and his man on his feet, he's taken down at about the 44-yard line, but great starting field position for Park Vista as a result of the penalty.
Yeah, just kind of end over end, just kind of squibs it through there. It was Chauncey Mason from the Cobras who takes it. As I said, the best starting position for the Cobras. So another test, down 14-0, seeing how they'll respond. Not really been completely successful. They had a few successful plays against this Colerain, but just haven't been able to sustain a drive yet.
Nope, Eric Johnson and T. Gray Scales doing a great job keeping runners from breaking off any long ones. Defensive line getting a little bit of pressure here. Here's a pass out in the flat, caught. It's going to be just short of the first down, but probably the best offensive play so far for Park Vista. It's about a 9-yard pickup. It'll be second and short.
Yeah, they ran a little combo route, had the outside receivers coming in, and I believe that was Jackson Kincaid goes on a quick out. So he does pick up 8, almost 9 yards into Colerain territory.
So that's where the special teams can kill you, when you can't get the ball deep into the opponent's end zone. I mean, they had one play and they were already into Colerain territory. So clearly this is like a multiple spread offense type system. Quad Martin takes the ball, hands it off now to number 15, who runs it on a sweep, and he's met in the backfield by number 5 of the Cardinals,
I'll tell you what,
Murphy. Goodness gracious.
That's 3 tackles for a loss for Mr. Murphy. A track star on the Colerain football team, not the biggest guy, only about 165 pounds, but when he sees run, he's been flying up there, and that's a loss of about 4. So brings up 3rd down and 5.
You can see that replay on Waycross. That number 15 for Park Vista put his feet in the ground, and that was his worst mistake. Murphy hit him square right there. He wasn't going to go much further, as you could also see T. Gray Scales in the picture. So now it's 3rd down and 5. Ball right at midfield, right on the 50-yard line. Quad Martin in the shotgun. Takes it, drops back, looks the pass, finds number 8. Oh, in his hands and dropped. That would have been enough for the first down, and unfortunately just couldn't bring it in. So a couple of miscues by the Park Vista offense so far in the first half of this game has really cost them.
Yeah, that was number 8, Anthony Milanese. They faked the run left. He looked off the defender, and he was wide open behind the linebackers. You know what? Hit him in the hands. He's got to make that play. So I tell you what, this is almost fake territory. Park Vista is going to bring out the punting unit, but kind of stay awake, Colerain. This is
Snap is back. It's bounced off the turf. Punter takes it, and he shanks it off of the sideline. I think he might have got enough for the first down on that kick.
Ball goes out of bounds. He kicked it, actually made contact from about his own 40. It goes out at the Colerain 40. So not much of a kick. So Colerain, again, starts with good field position, looking to get up 3 scores.
Financial Bank Showdown mobile app.
And if there's anyone that can hear us at wearecolerain.com, we do apologize profusely for the video problems and the audio problems that we're having. Brandon is working feverishly to try and get us back online, as well as monitoring our tweet feed. So, first down and 10 on the 40-yard line are the Colerain Cardinals. Kelvin Cook takes it. It's a counter to number 9, TJ Dula, and he's tackled in the backfield by number 7. If he gets by that one guy, he's gone. But again, good tackle by the Park Vista defender.
Yeah, that was good. Gayad again. I mean, you're right. TJ Dula, converted wide receiver, playing wingback, comes on the counter, and a shoestring tackle saves the touchdown. And actually, it's a 1-yard loss. So a nice play by the Louisville Verbal.
There's a couple of players on this team that have already got Division I offers and have accepted. So again, Park Vista, no slouch. They're just having a little trouble getting their offense on track early. 14-0, Colerain over Park Vista here with 8.5 to go in the first half of play. Kelvin Cook takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps himself. He's juking all over the place. Cuts it back
he's got
across
open
the field. Let's see what he can do. He's got some defenders in front of him, and he makes it all the way out to the 50-yard line, where it will be just short of the first down, I think. But that was a great run by Kelvin Cook. Things broke down for him as he rolled to the right and cut it back left.
Yeah, they go option right, and Park Vista, I mean, had it completely bottled up. He reversed field, had a couple men in front of him, and he makes a nice juke move to free himself. A good spin move, and he gets just short of the 50, so it's 3rd down and 1 at the 49-yard line of the Colerain Cardinals.
Always makes me nervous on those cutbacks with holding and things like that, but no penalties, thank goodness. Kelvin takes it, fakes the handoff to Daquan Smith, keeps himself, he's into the open. He's down to the 40, down to the 30, one man to beat, and he couldn't quite get by him, but he gets it all the way down to the 15-yard line. So good decision by the senior quarterback to fake the pitch or fake the dive and keep it himself.
Well, 3rd down and short, most of the time you're going to go against the fullback, and this time they overplay the fullback, and then he uses him as a lead blocker. Daquan Smith levels the linebacker. Low man wins that, and he gets out there, and that's Dalton Barkman is the only man left, and he takes Kelvin Cook down, but Colerain is knocking on the door again. So again, Colerain no huddle. They line up, and Kelvin Cook, the quarterback, gets the signals from the sideline.
Under center and in motion is number 3, Jordan Asbury. Haven't really gone to the pitch tonight. Daquan Smith takes it. He's got a man on his back, but he stays on his feet and gets down to about the 11-yard line. So it'll be about a 4-yard pickup for the Cardinals on first down.
Yeah, C.J. Strong with the tackle. Just a simple dive. I don't think that was a read. I think that was just kind of give Mr. Cook a little bit of a breather there.
Yep.
But Colerain does pick up 4 yards on that as we tick down less than 7 minutes left till halftime.
We've seen the counter, and of course we've seen the dive and the quarterback keep. Have not seen the pitch yet.
Started off with the quick pitch, the speed sweep on the outside. But if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yep. There it is right there. Jordan Asbury takes it on the outside. He's on his feet. Gets down inside the 5-yard line all the way down to about the 3. It'll be enough for the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal Cardinals. Once again, knocking on the door. Up 14-0 on Park Vista.
Yeah, asking ye shall receive, Chris. You said you haven't seen the pitch. They showed you the pitch right there. Perfect read, the late pitch to Asbury. Also, a track guy here for Colerain gets tripped up, or he gets into the end zone, but it's 1st down and goal. Ball spotted just outside the 3-yard line.
I look for Kelvin to keep it here at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Colerain's bringing an extra tight end into the ball game. It's Blake McNichol.
Kelvin Cook directly under center. Takes the ball, gives the ball to Daquan Smith Moore, who stays on his feet, and he powers forward as best he can. He's going to be just short of the goal line. I'm talking inches short of the goal line. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Colerain goes 2 tight end, just goes big, and it's a straight dive to Moore. Nice block up front. Didn't get the number there. Justin Miles, one of your offensive linemen, along with Desmond Noel. Big hole. So second down and goal, ball spotted at about the half-yard line.
This is a big score here because you got to believe, barring some kind of an amazing return. Here we go. The ball's handed off to Daquan Smith, and he walks into the end zone. Another touchdown, Cardinals. They have taken control of this game, up 20-0 on Park Vista out of Florida.
Yeah, Park Vista getting a few defenders getting up a little bit slow. Don't know if they're just discouraged or maybe they got a man a little hurt a little bit. But Colerain Cardinals taking it to them, 5:59 here left till halftime. They're up 20-0. So we got the special teams back in. Matt Turner's your snapper. Your hold Spencer Henn, your backup quarterback, and Zach Gaynor. Perfect so far on the year.
Dope. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. And kick is good. So with 5:59 left to go in the first half of play, the Cardinals have put up an impressive 3 touchdowns on 3 consecutive series and take a commanding 21-0 lead over a Park Vista team that has clearly showed on offense, Brian. They've got the talent, they've got the tools, they're just not quite on track yet.
You know, I'm not sure if they flew in or took a bus, but yeah, the timing's not there. They've had the opportunities to make the plays, and the receivers have had the balls in their hand, able to make the first downs. They just haven't made the play. So it'd be interesting, special teams coach, what have they done here? Any adjustment, any talking to Mr. Gaynor? I believe that's Coach, is that Coach Joseph is a special teams coach out there? Really having a long talk to his coverage team. Yes, that is Coach Joseph.
Well, they've got I mean, the one Achilles heel that we clearly have seen here is without a doubt the kickoff. The kickoff has just been ugly so far, and Zach Gaynor is a good kicker. He's a senior. Kind of came to prominence with this team last year, kicking the game-winning field goal versus St. X, the first St. X game early in the year.
But it was an ugly field goal. It was an ugly extra point. He gets the job done. It's not pretty.
Yeah, but he does get it done, and he kind of, you gave him the nickname in that game, Iceman. But we've got to get these kickoffs figured out. So here we go from the 40-yard line, and it is a high kick right down the middle of the field. Drives Park Vista all the way back to about the 7-yard line. He's up to the 15, the 20. There's return there, and he's got a seam, and he could be gone. He's into the 50, the 40, the 30, into Colerain territory. Nobody's going to catch him. Number 1 for Park Vista returns the ball 95 yards for a kickoff return for a touchdown, and maybe that is exactly why we are not kicking the ball down the middle of the field.
You know, if you can't get it into the end zone, you at least got to give it a little bit of height, and he really didn't give him much. Emmanuel Smith here from Park Vista just finds a seam, gets a good block, and I tell you, with his wheels, you're not catching him once in the open field.
That's the Florida speed that we keep hearing about up here in the Midwest, and if you can outrun all the Colerain defenders like that, you certainly have got some wheels. So Park Vista's put themselves on the board now with 6 points, looking to put a tack on the extra point.
It's Gabe Montez in to kick for the Cobras.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up. It looks pretty, and it is good. So just like that, as this minute I said that the Cardinals had a commanding 21-0 lead, with one special teams miscue, the Park Vista Cobras are now on the board and trail Colerain 21-7 with 5:46 left to go in the opening half. And Tom Bolden after that, is you can see him now, he's just on the other half of the field, right around the 50, just walking around, just absolutely beside himself, upset with that turn of events. And now we got to return the favor to them.
You know, a coach can only do what he does. It's up to the players to make the plays. And I don't know if the squib kicks maybe took a little bit of the pursuit and the aggression off the cover team. I don't know what it was, but they've let Park Vista back into this ball game. Only a 2-touchdown difference, 21-7, 5:46 till halftime.
Well, the Cardinals will do what they do here, and of course that's run the ball. And I'll tell you what, they've run it so well that they haven't really had those really long sustained drives. You'd love to see them be able to eat off about 4 or 5 minutes on this next series and maybe punch it in at the end and go up 28-7 at halftime. But as long as they keep running the ball well and keep finding gashes in the Park Vista defense, we'll take it.
So it looks like Gabe Montez is going to be teeing it up for the Cobras. Who do we got back? As Christian and Asbury back deep for the Cardinals.
Oh, whistle before the kick. Timeout.
Timeout. I don't know. I believe they might have been getting a delay of game. Park Vista lined up in kind of a huddle like they would, you know, if you've seen people who lined it up and run up and fake the extra point, they didn't do that, but they took a while to break that till they got into formation. I believe the play clock was running. So from the sideline, there were timeouts, or they would have gotten a penalty right there.
You know, and the reason that the special teams, especially the kickoffs and the punts, are so important, specifically the kickoffs, 2 reasons. One, I expect Colerain's going to be scoring some big points this year, so we're going to have lots of kickoffs. There's no doubt about that. And 2, in the GMC, there are all kinds of return guys that have that kind of speed, have that kind of elusiveness. And if our special teams on kickoff return coverage can't get it figured out, we're going to be giving up points that we just shouldn't be giving up.
So here we go again.
Coming out of the timeout.
Montez, the senior, tees it up from the Cobra 40. Asbury and Christian setting up at about their own 10-yard line.
This will be the only the second kickoff for Park Vista tonight. The ball's approached, it's kicked, it's a squib kick. Not taken by an up man, caught at about the 22-yard line by number 5, Hosea Murphy. He's up to the 25. He's up to the 30.
I tell you, Murphy can run.
He's got some speed. He's got one guy on him, but not until he gets all the way into Park Vista territory, down to about the 46-yard line. So great return by Hosea Murphy. Patient, waited for a couple of blocks to set up, and had a big return.
Yeah, Hosea Murphy, tell you what, we didn't see him a lot preseason. He hasn't been involved in a lot of scrimmage. A senior battling for a position, and he's making a name for himself. What you might not see in practice, you see in game. And Murphy takes this, finds some good blocks, has some good patience, and takes it into Cobra territory. Kelvin Cook's going to lead his Cardinals again. Ball set up at the 46-yard line of the Cobras.
That was number 26, Xander Bernard, 5'9", 170-pound junior, on the tackle of Hosea Murphy. If he doesn't catch him, Jose is gone. So under center, Kelvin takes it, fakes the handoff, drives back to pass, looks for an open man.
Run it.
Yep, he's going to tuck it and make a run. Makes him man miss, gets enough for the first down. Yes, he did.
And I believe he's going to get a little bit extra there. He made a man miss, and I believe number 99, John Taylor, reached up to get him and caught a piece of the face mask, I believe.
We'll see what the call is here by the ref. Right now, it is, in fact, a face mask against Park Vista. I have to believe it's, well, who knows what it is. We'll see how they mark it off. I'm guessing it was an incidental face mask, but yep.
Yeah, just a 5-yard, but that's going to bring it deep into the territory of the Cobras, 31-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Cardinals on the Park Vista Cobra 31-yard line, up 21-7 here in the second quarter with just under 5.5 minutes to go before half.
Yeah, Colerain not doing anything different on offense here. Same formation, 2 wide receivers, 2 backs, 1 in the wing, a tight end lined up this time.
Calvin Cook under center, takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, runs around end, makes one man miss, picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the run. So good run by Kelvin.
Got a flag on the outside. Might have got Hudson on a hold.
Minus that first offensive series, the Cardinals have done a good job in the penalty department, really keeping themselves clean, but that one's going to hurt.
Yeah, play going up the middle. You got a hold on your outside receiver. I personally didn't see it, don't know, but Kelvin Cook, the magician right there, takes it, makes a man miss. Nice play by number 68 for the Cobras. That's Nick Cassidle. He's going to bring it back to the 37-yard line. First down and about 19.
First down and 16. First and 16 on the 37-yard line. Well, the way this offense has been moving, though, I'm not all that upset about 16 yards. You're upset about the penalty, but you got to believe and have faith in this offense. Here's a speed pitch to Jordan Asbury, who has electric. He's going to try and get around the corner, and he does, but makes a few men miss and brings it back up to about the 32-yard line. That's just some jukes and some shakes right there because they had him for a loss.
Yeah, Gaillot was there to turn him in, but the youngster, Mr. Asbury, turned it in, got positive yards where nothing there. So it's going to picks up 5, about 2nd and 11.
So good run. A couple more runs like that, and we're right back into first down territory, and most importantly, eating up clock as we do it.
Yeah, Deshaun Charlie in the ball game for the Colerain Cardinals, along with Deshaunte Jones at wide receivers. Both of them underclassmen, but a lot of speed.
Haven't seen Josh Bolin doing anything yet. And
he's been blocking.
Yeah, other than that, which of course is important. Here we go, blocking to that side again. Here's the pitch to number 23. He takes it.
That's not a hold.
Well, we've got a flag. It's a good run by the Colerain Cardinals, but I think it's coming back on.
Yeah, Deshaunte Jones gets a pancake there. And as the defender turns to make the play, he continues his block, and the referee's interpretation, he's going to call a hold. We got a man down for the Cobras.
Number
Looks like
68.
68 again. That's Nick Cassidle.
5'10", 220-pound junior offensive defensive lineman. You can see these Park Vista players taking a knee, breathing heavy. This is a lot of work for some of these guys, and some of them are even going both ways.
As we look in the replay here on the big board, he gets outside. It's a night, yeah, we really don't see it. But
no, camera work did a great job zooming in on the runner. Unfortunately, we just didn't quite get the see what happened there, but that's all right. Yeah, player is down now. Cassidy's now on his back, lying down. I don't know if he's just exhausted. They're not rubbing anything, so assuming there's no cramps there.
I saw him grab his leg. Don't know if it was an ankle or a knee. But you're right. They're really not working on anything in particular, but he's just kind of like he's making grass angels out there.
It does. He's completely sprawled out.
So hopefully, not to make light of a situation, I hope he's okay and hope he can get back in this game. We don't like to see an injury by either team. But as we said, kickoff a game here, it was over 90 degrees. So on that field, 10 to 15 degrees warmer, you get a lot of the radiant heat from this field turf field, and it is very warm out there.
Yeah, the good news is he's turning himself around. He's getting his feet underneath him. I think he just got a little dizzy.
You know what? Yeah, he's very wobbly. Don't
Yep.
know if it's the heat, maybe if he took a shot, maybe a concussion or something. Very wobbly on his feet.
He can't even stand up. He cannot even stand up right now. He's trying to put his feet in front of him. Wow. Well,
so we're hearing from the booth, it might have been contact because when he was down on the ground, he did have his helmet off, and he might not have taken that off on his own. So he just might have been caught a crack back, a nice block by the Colerain Cardinals, caught him off guard there.
We may or may not see him back in the game today, but best wishes to that young man to get himself healthy. He's kind of waving his hands off to his friends, saying, hey, I'm fine, just got my bell rung a little bit, a little exhausted. So the good news is, as we talked about the shadows earlier in the game, the shadows have now extended over the whole field. So hopefully it's bringing down a little bit of the heat on that field as the team is now playing. Both teams are playing in the shadows.
Yeah, so we're down to 3:50 left until halftime. Second down and 18. Colerain has a ball at the 35-yard line of the Cobras.
Yeah, kind of moving backwards here these past couple of plays in this series.
I'll tell you what, a lot of defenders way off the ball there for the receiver in the slot.
Kelvin Cook takes it and hands it off to Daquan Smith-Moore. He's taken down by number 11, but not till he gets all the way out to about the 27-yard line. So good run for Daquan, trying to get back some of that yardage.
You know, not doing anything fancy, just sticking with what you do best. The read option, and Colerain just takes it right up the middle. You see Cook this time giving it to Daquan Smith-Moore, and Reynard Sharon, the linebacker wide receiver, is there, but gets a lot of it back. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
Yep, that was a 12-yard run again for Daquan Smith-Moore. In motion now. Kelvin Cook takes it, hands it off once again to Daquan, and he's into the open. Once again, taken down by Renard Chenard. He stays on his feet as he loves to do. He loves to convince the refs that he never went down.
Well, you know what? 5'5", 190 pounds, a state placer in wrestling. One of the best athletes I've ever seen. And a lot of times, he is so small, he'll get flipped, but he'll land on top of the defenders and keep running. It's kind of, but when he gets up, his knees are down there. Good try, Daquan, but keep working. But first down, Colerain on the 15-yard line.
Yep, another 12-yard run for Daquan. So 2 runs for 24 yards, get up to a first down. Up 21-7. The Cardinals are looking to add to it. Kelvin Cook drops back, passes it, intended and caught by T.J. Dula. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Same play that they went to early where he overthrew Dula. He had the linebacker sneak it up, and he just went on a quick seam right. And as I said, the safeties have been sneaking up, leaving that slot receiver wide open. And this time, Kelvin Cook on a line, he hits T.J. Dula, and he just walks into the end zone untested.
Beautiful play by the Cardinals on offense there to put themselves up 27-7. Extra point pending. Snap is back, hold is down, but there are whistles.
It'll look like maybe too many men on the field, not enough men on the field.
The wrong kind of men on the field. Who knows? We'll find out.
Inadvertent whistle.
I don't think so.
The referee is counting the players now, and yeah, Park Vista had too many men on the field, so illegal substitution penalty, which will be half the distance, but Colerain will decline it. So really nothing happened on that play other than a whistle being blown.
Second verse, same as the first now, attempting for the extra point. Cardinals up 27-7 with 2:32 left to go in the half. Yep. We have an encroachment penalty on Park Vista. Young man was leaning forward and just lost his balance and fell into the neutral zone. So,
yeah, tried to get a jump on the snap there.
They trying to ice our kicker on an extra point? Is that what this is?
Can you ice the Iceman?
That's a great question. Penalty once again is declined.
So again,
third time's a charm, they say.
Matt Turner on the snap. We've got Spencer Henn on the hold, and Zach Gaynor lines up for the kick.
Snap back, off the ground, hold is down, kick is up. And kick is good, so Zach Gaynor 4 for 4 on extra point attempts today. And he has brought the Colerain Cardinals up 3 touchdowns once again to lead Park Vista out of Florida 28-7 with 2 minutes and 32 minutes to go before halftime.
Yeah, a first-year snapper, Turner, this time bounced it to him. I tell you what, give Spencer Henn credit right there. A catcher on the baseball team took it on the short hop and got it down real quick. It was not pretty. Again, that Gator never kicks pretty, but he's effective. As you said, 4 for 4 so far. So,
well, the kicks themselves have not been bad, but you made a great point there. Henn as the holder has not gotten a lot of really good snaps. That's 3 out of the 4 extra point snaps have not been all that pretty. They've not been sharp and they've not been right to him. He's picked 2 of them up off the turf.
Yeah, Colerain's tried a couple snappers early. You know, traditionally they found somebody. They've had traditionally just a solid snapper. First year here for Turner and Tigray Scales, we've seen him trying that out there. I believe Tigray's the long snapper on punts. So hopefully we never see him. But they're trying to find somebody. It's preseason.
Well, here we go.
The job done. So here, adventures in kickoffs.
Zach Gaynor once again approaches it, and it is a squib kick right through and caught at about the 37-yard line by Park Vista's up man, and he just falls right to the ground. And that's where they will take over. First down and 10 for Park Vista.
Yeah.
That's actually the best case scenario for the Cardinals.
I'll take the way your defense is playing. Take that all day. That was number 5, Elijah Howard. Looked like a shortstop on the baseball team there. Takes the short hop, and you know, when you're there, you're the second man. You don't have a lot of time. Defense was bearing down you. He did the smart play. Just catch it, fall on it, protect it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I'm glad the Cardinals offense has clicked the way that it has so far in this first half, putting up 28 points. Because, you know, this Park Vista team, once again on offense, they've got talent now. They've got trips to the right, Solo up top. The handoff is to the running back who takes it. It looks for room, and he's going to be taken down for a loss. An entire group of Cardinals back there to take him down.
I tell you, big push up the middle by number 69, the plug, Jacob, or 62, I'm sorry. Yep. Jacob Todd, a 5'9", 315 pounds. Just plugs it up the middle, and that was number 13, Daryl Gardner, a sophomore. Starting on this defense at outside linebacker, comes up and makes a big play.
Also number 24, a junior, Maine Williams, was also in on that tackle for the defense.
Both first-year starters on at outside linebacker, so the youth is making the plays.
Here we go. Eric Johnson now sneaking up Tigray Scales into the backfield. Pass is complete to number 21 and tackled out of bounds by number 24 after being initially hit by number 12. It's going to be about maybe a 4 or 5 yard pickup. Coach Bolden on the other side talking to the ref. Yeah, maybe they got in each other's way on that side.
Yeah, a little too much. Nice plays. You said that was Maine Williams makes initial contact, and nice close there by the defenders. Colerain keeping guys fresh. You know, they got guys out there who they didn't know who the extra defensive backs, and they've used a whole bunch of people. Elijah Campbell in the ball game right now, along with Will Davenport. So 3rd down and long, we've got 6 DBs on the ball game.
3rd and 9, ball on their own 38-yard line.
Colerain's gone real small up front.
Trying to get some speed in there. Will Davenport off the line looking to pass, and it is deep. And it is caught by number 1 along the sideline, and he's going to go into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Park Vista. Yeah. That is the same guy who returned the ball for the touchdown on the kickoff.
Yeah, you got an extra defensive back, but as a DB, you cannot let anybody behind him. Elijah Campbell lets him get in it. Just a perfect, a fly right down the sidelines and hits him in stride, and Campbell was not going to catch him.
I didn't think he'd stayed in bounds, but apparently he did.
It's close.
It was close, but he must have kept his feet in bounds. Tight rope the sideline there, and brought it in untouched. And like we said, this Park Vista team is talented. You know, Quad Martin is a quarterback who's going to be playing Division I somewhere, and they've got some talent. They just needed to get themselves on track. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up for Park Vista's extra point, and it is no good. No good. So mixed extra point could play a factor later in the game, but as of now, with about 1:34 left to go in the first half, the Cardinals' lead has been trimmed 28-13 now. Well, you just get nervous because they have got some speed on that team. That number 1, Emmanuel Smith, again, 5'9", 170 pounds, can really motor.
Well, and they've been just missing. There's been a couple seam routes.
Yep.
I believe it was number Anthony Melanie's has missed a few third down passes where he was wide open in the seam,
Yep.
ball in his hand. So this is a quick stride offense and showing this Florida speed and really testing this young Cardinal secondary. But you know what? You've got six DBs and you're kind of in a zone. The one thing you do as a defensive back, you cannot let anybody behind you. And that's
Well, he just blew right by Elijah Campbell.
Yep.
I mean, he ran right by him.
Well, and there was no move. He just lined up and
Yep.
ran past him.
Just ran past him. So, and again, kudos to Quad Martin. It was a beautiful pass, exactly where it needed to be. So
Park Vista lines up, kind of fake the onside kick. Now they break, get into traditional formations, spreading everybody out.
are we going to need another timeout here for delayed game?
They take a long time to set up.
Yeah, they do. So here we go. Kicker addresses it, and it's a squib. It's a line drive kick, taken all the way down, picked up.
Oh, not a smart Murphy has made a nice play, but that ball might have. They squibbed it, and it looked like it was going to go out of bounds within the 10, and he dives on it to secure it. Probably, but you know what? Your deep man's got to talk to him too. Let him know what's going on. But bad starting field position for the Colerain Cardinals. Really deep. You got a minute 33 left in this half, and you're going to start first down. Where are they spotting the ball at?
Well, I mean, you're right. It was a bad decision, but at the end of the day, there's a minute and a half left. Colerain's going to run this clock out. I mean, nothing. As long as you're not looking at any fumbles or anything.
But anything can happen at any time. You don't want to.
Well,
you don't want to dig. That's a mental mistake. First
It is.
mental
You're
mistake
right.
for the.
You're absolutely right. I'm not sure if anybody had touched it at that point other than him.
No, nobody had touched it, and it was going back, and it might not have gone out of bounds.
Might not have
They've
been.
got a better view than we do up in the booth.
Yep, that's true. It was getting close to it, but there's a reason that ball is oblong. It takes funny bounces. So Kelvin Cook under center now, takes the ball, hands off to Daytwan. He's got it. He finds some running room, gets all the way out past the 20, all the way up to the 25-yard line. So about a 15-yard run for Daytwan Smith on first down. It'll be first down and 10 at the 25, minute 26 to go. Colerain maybe going to try their 2-minute offense here?
Well, yeah, they're waiting on the change crew, but good fifth was just the clock is running while they're waiting for the change crew, losing valuable time.
Here we go. Under center, Kelvin Cook takes it once again, gives the ball to Daytwan Smith. Probably should have kept it himself there, but only going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Secure the ball. Coach Bolden's not going to use the timeout.
He's got all 3.
It ticks under a minute. Colerain looks like a little bit different formation. Look, they're going to go to a shotgun, ball out to the 27-yard line. They've gone 4 wide receivers.
Yeah, this is interesting. You've got Jordan Asbury, number 11, Demetrius Colbert.
No, 11 is
sorry.
Fred Riley.
I'm sorry, Fred Riley and T.J. Dula outside, and that's exactly where he throws it to T.J. Dula, and it's incomplete through T.J. Dula's hands, tackled by number 2 for Park Vista.
Yeah, Rubens Bastine on the play. Just a quick out. It does stop the clock at 3rd and 8.
Well, this is a situation where, again, you're up 28-13. You're deep in your own territory. You don't want to
Why
make
are
any
you throwing
mistakes
the
here.
ball?
Yeah, I agree with you.
A bad snap, if he catches that and fumbles that, you've let them right back in the ball game.
No, exactly, and you're not going to be able to catch up with those defenders.
3rd down and 8 with with 42 seconds left, and they're still in a shotgun. So I'm thinking a quarterback draw or something. They're not going to. At least if it was me, I wouldn't do much.
Let's see. Kelvin Cook takes it. He looks to see what he can find some room, and he's just going to keep it himself. He stays on his feet.
Gets out of bounds at the 31-yard line to stop the clock, but does not pick up the first down.
That whole series was just a mess right there. From the kickoff being stopped at the 5 to questionable play calling. But either way, it's going to be 4th down and 4. The ball's on the Colerain 31-yard line, and they will be forced to punt.
Yeah, if he stays in bound, he runs the clock out. But he doesn't. It stops the clock, and that's going to bring Trey Hudson out to kick.
Yep.
And Park Vista, they got nope. Okay, late into the ball game, back for is Chauncey Mason, along with dangerous Emmanuel Smith. Got 2 guys back.
Trey Hudson has to know that ball can go nowhere near the left side of the field. He's got to kick that ball away from number 1. Snap is back. Trey's got it, and he kicks it high into the air and very short. It's going to bounce at the 45-yard line and take a huge jump back, a 10-yard kickback, and it's going to be caught.
A 5-yard net punt.
That's
gives Park Vista the ball at the 35-yard line of the Colerain, first down.
Just a disastrous series that whole thing was. It didn't end well. So they got 24 seconds that the Cardinals defense is going to have to hold on here.
Yeah, Park Vista has 2 timeouts left with 24 seconds.
A lot can happen.
Colerain has insisted on the traditional defense. They don't bring in the extra defender. Park Vista goes 5 wide receivers, no back in the backfield.
You have Quad Martin all by himself. He's in the shotgun. He takes the ball, drops back, looks to pass. He tosses it over the middle of the field, and it is intercepted. Picked off by the Colerain Cardinals on defense. He's going to try and make something out of nothing. He takes it back up to the 25-yard line. Number 1 does for the Colerain Cardinals. That's Ryan Williamson, the senior.
Yeah, Ryan Williamson playing a little bit of center field, no pressure. Eric Johnson gets a little bit to the outside, tries to find the middle of the field, overthrows the receiver, and there's Williamson right there. The safety valve catches the ball about the 10-yard line and does a decent return, brings it out to the 24 with 14 seconds left at halftime. I tell you what, don't think Coach Bolden's going to do anything with the ball now or other than just sit on it. Park Vista's got 2 timeouts, but you take 2 knees right here.
Well,
that's what I would do.
Yeah,
I'm not a coach.
But to your, it's important to note that again, thanks to our guys in the production truck pointing out that Colerain does get the ball to start the second quarter, and they are
second half.
The second half, excuse me. But there's no need to do anything funny here. Calvin Cook takes it. It's a simple fake handoff. He keeps himself. He's going to run it around side and be taken down after about a 2-yard pickup.
Park Vista is going to let the clock run out.
So the clock reads 0-0 after the first half of play here at UC's Nippert Stadium in the Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown. The Colerain Cardinals are up 28-13 on visiting Park Vista, Florida. Thanks for tuning in here to WeAreColerain.com and Waycross Community Television's presentation of Colerain Cardinal varsity football.
Do you like what you see? Do you want to see more programs like this? Well, check out Waycross.tv for this program and others like these.
Hey, son. So, you're turning 13, becoming a man. Your hormones are surging, starting to notice the girls. You know, maybe your body's doing some funny things. So, you want to talk? Or we could talk about drugs.
Yeah, let's talk about drugs.
There's no wrong way to talk to your kids about drugs, but you'll need to be ready. We can help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
Welcome back to high school football action here at UC's Nippert Stadium, the 16th annual Skyline Chili Crosstown Showdown. Tonight, we start the second half between the Colerain Cardinals and the Park Vista Cobras from Lake Vista, Florida. The Cardinals have a 28-13 lead as we get ready to start the second half action. This is Chris Simonitis from WeAreColerain.com in the booth working with Waycross Community Television. We will be joined by color commentator Brian Wyatt, and for the second half, our production engineer has decided to slip on the mic and correct our mistakes, Brandon Wyatt. Brandon, welcome to the broadcast.
Well, good to be here, Chris.
Absolutely. Brian, you've got the stats in front of you. You are a stats guru. Get a chance to kind of overlook them a little bit from the first half. Anything you want to say about what the stats were from the first half? Clearly, Colerain had a little bit of an edge in time of possession, but really what you can see there is the total offensive plays with an advantage there as well as yards rushing. Colerain defense holding Park Vista to only 21 yards on the ground.
Well, you look at the stats. I mean, you look at the scoreboard, 28-13. It's really not that much of a lopsided play, but it's one big kick return, 95-yard return, and one big pass. But it's amazing. I mean, Colerain Cardinals, 255 yards rushing, our total offense, and Park Vista only 92. Colerain has run 33 plays on offense, and Park Vista only 19. I mean, time of possession's big. Colerain 14 minutes, 45 seconds. The Park Vista's 9 minutes and 14. Third down, Colerain's is 5 for 7, and Park Vista, that's kind of been their Achilles heel tonight, 1 for 5. Leading ball carriers for the Colerain Cardinals with 13 carries and 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kelvin Cook, your quarterback, led by your fullback, Daytwan, also 13 carries. So even attack here, has 106 yards and 1 touchdown. Kelvin Cook has completed 1 pass for 15 yards, but that 1 pass was to TJ Dula for a touchdown. For Park Vista, leading rushers, Xander Bernard, 3 carries, 10 yards. And Emmanuel Smith, 1 carry, 8 yards. Quad Martin, 1 carry, 6 yards. Chauncey Mason, 1 carry, no yards. So they really haven't got it there. But it was that one big pass they had, 54 yards to Emmanuel Smith. Quad Martin, 7 for 12 with 1 interception and 1 touchdown, 71 total yards. Punting, I tell you what, that's where it's been the difference. Trey Hudson had 1 bad kick, 1 good kick, but Troy Edelman, 4 kicks, an average of 18 yards a kick. Been given Colerain good field position. Colerain will start the second half here with the ball, teeing it up for Park Vista. We're going to see number 19, Gabe Montez.
You're going to see the returners for Colerain at the 20-yard line. Neither team really respecting the long kickoff.
Well, both of them have been squibbing it. The secondary man, the second line back there at defense have had most of the returns. Montez's kicks have been a little more effective than Zach Gaynor from Colerain. Here we go.
So the quick is a squib, and it's taken by number 7 at the 25-yard line. He runs laterally looking for some room. He's going to make a cut, make one man miss, maybe make one more man miss. Gets all the way up to about the 37-yard line, and that's where the Cardinals will take over. First down and 10 to start the second half of play.
Yeah, Jalen Christian from Colerain finally gets a chance to return the ball, picks it up and gets loose. And that's Jalen Christian, as we said, number 7, a senior defensive back, brings the ball out to about the 38-yard line.
So first down and 10 at the 38-yard line. Colerain Cardinals look to build on that 28-13 lead. Let's see what they can do. Kelvin Cook under center. Takes the ball. Gives it right to Daytwan Smith-Moore, who runs right up the middle. Taken down by number 5, but not until he gets all the way out to about the 49-yard line. So it'll be about 11-yard pickup. First down, Cardinals. Great run. Great decision by the quarterback, Kelvin Cook.
That's the way it started off. Positive yards. First down. So Kelvin Cook looks to the sideline for the play, lines up, double wing, 1 wide receiver.
Number 3, Jordan Asbury in motion. The play goes the other way. This time the handoff once again is to Daytwan Smith, and he's taken down, but not before he picks up another 4 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 6 for the Cardinals.
It's Elijah Howard on the tackle.
These Cardinals are going to have an opportunity here in the second half. We're not going to see it early, but as you've often called this kind of offense, it's a Novocaine kind of offense, and eventually it completely numbs you out. And I got to believe, Brian, that's what we're going to see going on against this defense. We're just going to wear them down.
It's a rushing offense, but it's predicated on the big play. You grind till a defender makes a mistake, and they got the athletes to go deep.
So here we go. Kevin once again takes the ball, hands off to Daytwan. He's into the open, splits a couple defenders, and gets all the way down to the Park Vista 28-yard line. Big run for Daytwan Smith. First down, Cardinals.
Gotta like it when the safeties are making the tackle. Dalton Beckman and Marquez Goyette makes the stop, but Colerain comes out the second half just driving the ball.
And we saw there both the players, the outside linebacker and safety, crashed hard on the outside, left Daytwan wide open in the middle.
They've clearly found something. You're exactly right, Brandon. They've clearly found something that is working for this offense. So Kelvin Cook takes it, drops it, but he's poised. He's looking to pass. Nothing there. He's on his feet. Unbelievable. Kelvin Cook somehow stayed on his feet. He's going to have enough for the first down. He's inside the red zone all the way to the 6-yard line. unbelievable ability and escapability on the part of Colerain quarterback Kelvin Cook.
Yeah, quick Kelvin Cook gets out there. We watched the replay. Bad snap from center, and he picked it up and looked around. The receiver was wide open, but nice pressure up the middle by number 57, Chris Alberton. But somehow Cook gets loose and scrambles and makes a couple-man miss. Good block downfield by Quaron Heisel of Colerain. Kelvin Cook brings it inside the 10. Ball spotted at the 7.
And it looked like all the Cobra defenders there relaxed just that moment, thinking everyone else had him, and no one else had him.
Stayed on his feet and brought it down. It's a speed pitch all the way to Jordan Asbury. He's wide open into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. First touchdown for Jordan Asbury in his varsity career, I believe.
And it won't get much easier than that.
That was unbelievable.
Speed pitch, everyone with the block. That time, Fred Riley sealing the outside. Josh Boland on the outside makes the nice seal, gives him a nice seam, and he runs in for
I tell you what, right at the goal line, TJ Doolittle with the block and give Justin Miles out in front. But Colerain, that's the way you want to come out of the first half.
Absolutely. So Zach Gaynor on for the extra point attempt. Snap is back once again on the ground. Kick is up, and kick is good once again. Zach Gaynor 5 for 5 on extra points. The Colerain Cardinals just needing about 2 minutes and 10 seconds to march all the way down the field and take a 35-13 lead over Park Vista.
And again, a bad snap and a great save. A pickup by Spencer Henn, your backup quarterback, makes an excellent play. I mean, he fumbled it. Zach Gaynor. It throws the timing off a little bit, but maybe we can get Henn out here to hold for the kickoffs.
Here's the thing. If the ball's consistently snapped back on the ground, does it really throw off the timing, or is that the new timing?
Yeah, it's true. They might be doing that on purpose to throw off the defense. One of those diversionary tactics that we don't understand.
Let's calm down a bit. The kicking a field goal is a much different trajectory than kicking a kickoff. He could probably kick that ball that far on the kickoff, but he's not going to get the trajectory, allowing his team to get down there to cover the kick.
Thank you for your input.
So Zach Gaynor lined up at the 40-yard line now, and he's going to kick off once again. I can expect we'll see a squib. No more pooch attempts, I don't think, from Colerain's kickoff unit tonight.
Yeah, Barkman and Smith back for the Cobras. Don't think they're really kicking it Smith's way.
So let's see. It is a squib. It's kicked, and they're going to let it go out of bounds, and it does. So once again, a penalty. And the Cobras will start off on the 35 unless they choose to accept the penalty.
They did it last time.
Yep, force Colerain to re-kick.
Do you think in April, Coach Bolden would have realized what an impact a baseball injury could have on his team during the regular season?
Yeah, we had freshman kicker Christian Nevsky last year got hurt in baseball season and handled a lot of the kickoff duties as a freshman last year. But not with the team, and the Cobras will decline the penalty.
There you go. So declining the penalty, or accepting the penalty, excuse me, and they're going to force Colerain to re-kick. They're going to mark him back 5 further yards. So now we're at the 45-yard line, and you know this is the kind of thing that we can't have this going all night. This is a major problem and a major gap.
You know, and this is where last time they accepted the penalty, pushed him back, and Gaynor actually kicked one deep, but it was returned.
So there we go. He's got a kick, kicks it on the ground, caught it about the 34-yard line, taken up to the 35, to the 40. Moving all around. T. Gray Scales in on the tackle, and he's taken down at the 43-yard line. And, you know, I guess for the first game, you know, we'll accept that, but obviously we cannot go through the season, can the Colerain Cardinals, giving teams their starting field position at the 40-yard line and plus. I mean, that's just no way to win games.
Your offenses look strong. Your defenses looked acceptable. Your special teams needs a lot of work, Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, with the exception of, you know, the extra point attempts. The kickoff.
No, they've all been successful.
Right.
Not pretty,
right,
but successful.
So here we go now. Quad Martin once again in the shotgun. 26 lined up right next to him. 21 in motion. The handoff is to him. He takes it, looks for some running room, finds a little bit of running room, taken down by T. Gray Scales, but not before he picks up about 4 yards on the play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, Xander Bernard has had success in the middle. They just haven't had the ball long enough for him to get multiple plays and get really rolling.
You know, I'm really surprised, Brian, to see that, Quad Martin, the quarterback, only had one actual rushing attempt in the first. I guess I expected him, being his size and his athleticism, that he'd be a little bit more of a running threat. Well, he really hasn't done that.
Give credit to the linebackers of Colerain and kept him contained. but he's sat back in the pocket if given time.
Absolutely. Here he goes again. Once again in the pocket, and he passes it. It is caught for a first down. I think it's going to be very close.
He'll get close to the first down.
It all depends on the spot. He'll pay for that when you're absolutely
He'll
right.
pay for that. He got held up by Jalen Christian, but laid out by Tigre Scales on that play.
Looks like we're not going to get a measurement. Going to be about a football length short.
Well, Brian Dodds, the head coach at Park Vista,
If I was
not challenging it, that surprises me.
If I was a catch, I would at least ask for it.
Yeah, I would have too. To me, I mean, it looks awful close to that stick, but it's going to be 3rd down and 1. So very short yardage here for Park Vista to pick up the first down. Now crossed over into Colerain territory. Down 35-13. Park Vista wants to make something happen. Once again, in the backfield, Quad Martin takes it, keeps it this time. He's going to run forward and pick up the first down, but he is met right by Tigre Scales immediately at the 45, where he'll be taken down. But again, it is a first down for the Cobras of Park Vista.
Yeah, just straight quarterback power. He follows his running back through the hole. As you said, Tigre Scales, Eric Johnson there to meet him. But that is a successful first down. Ball's going to be spotted. 8 minutes left in this 3rd quarter at the Colerain 45-yard line. And Cobras are driving.
Vista is doing a poor job. They're stepping, they're leaning before the play. You see Tigre and Eric Johnson making their reads almost pre-snap following the play before it's there.
Once again, now the handoff is in the backfield. A few more yards picked up. Once again, Eric Johnson and Tigre Scales at middle linebacker in on the tackle, taken down to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Demetrius Bensley gets the carry, picks up 4 yards down to the Colerain 41.
And it is Josh Bolin substituting in right there on defensive line there.
Yeah, Josh Bolin, he has been playing both ways, but a lot of substitutions keeping these Cardinals fresh into the ball game for Bolin. At this point is Brian Randolph.
45 into the game. Of course, Jacob Toddett knows. 2nd down and 6 at the 41-yard line of the Cardinals. Quad Martin takes it, hands off to number 1. There he goes, the speed merchant. He's loose, and he's going to run into the end zone untouched. That guy is absolutely killing us.
Well, they ran a nice little trap inside handoff and caught the inside linebackers in there, and no defensive backs in the area. Don't know where the safeties were on that play, but he goes 45 yards for the touchdown.
Right call at the right time. The Cardinals were all angling left.
And
play
they countered
right where they went there. Just so we happenstance. It was a great executed, but on the defensive spot, you ran a play that went right the opposite way you want on that play.
So here we go, on for the extra point now is Park Vista. This team does not have quit in their title. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and kick is good this time. So choosing not to go for the 2-point conversion and maybe get themselves back square. They put their extra point on the board and now trail Colerain by 15, 35-20 with 7:06 left to go in the game. So once again, big plays hurting this Colerain defense.
Well, I tell you what, give Cobras credit though. They're not going away easy. They've traveled a long way to be in this showcase game, and you know they got big plays in them, and they're not going away. You know, every time Colerain comes out the second half, and they march right down the field. What's Vista do? They come right back and do the same thing. So we're not going anywhere. We got a ball game here.
Well, and it does not help, Brian, when you give the opposing team the starting field position that our special teams and kickoffs have given this team. You simply cannot allow them to start that close to midfield. Although, again, when you're dealing with someone with the speed
but they
of this
scored
young man,
from midfield.
Yeah. You know, when you can run as fast as that number 1 can run, and look, honestly, there is no player on our defense that has his speed. No one can catch him. He literally has run by all of our defenders, so they're going to have to find a way to mark him.
Well, it's all about angles. He might be faster, but you got to beat him to a spot, be in the right place.
Yeah. So now the ball's lined up at the 40. Cardinals ready to receive. Up 35-20 with 7 to go. The entire field now in shadows and the lights on here at Nippert Stadium at the University of Cincinnati. It's a short kick out of bounds this time for the Cardinals.
Yeah, this time they lined up. They had been lining up at an angle and kicking it towards the hash marks. This time the kicker was lined up straight behind the ball and used his leg and kicked it across his body. And this goes out at about the 40-yard line. Don't know if the Cardinals going to take this or maybe see if he'll let them re-kick it. referees are looking to the sidelines, see what Coach Bolden wants to do. But
he's having a real conference with the team right there.
Yeah, he's got his offense together. He says, you put the ball wherever you want. I've got my team here. Let's go.
Put it to 35. It's just more yards for the offense in his mind.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's exactly right. He said that before. He likes the yards, but, you know, absolutely. It almost seems like at this point, and you hate to say that with a 15-point lead, but it almost feels like Colerain's got to score every time they've got the ball.
Well, yeah, your defense has given up 2 big plays. Your special teams have given up a big play, so yeah.
This Park Vista team has shown they are talented, and they do have some skill sets. So here we go. Once again, the fake handoff to Daytwan Smith. Kelvin decides to keep it himself, falls forward for about a 3-yard pickup.
And it'll be interesting to see now the coaching adjustment we immediately saw right there.
Looks like we've got a cramp, and that's Kelvin Cook. This Colerain team not deep at the quarterback position. So we're midway through the 3rd quarter, and you've got your starting quarterback down. Also down for the Cobras, Renard Chiron, also cramping up.
But we saw on that play previously, we'll see if coaches make the adjustment. Park Vista just attacked the fullback, but just gave that impression. They didn't actually tackle him. It's called a box, is what the coaches would call it. Just trying to bait the quarterback into keeping the ball. You just sort of square at him like he was supposed to give it, but then you immediately jump the quarterback, and Daytwan walked through there untouched. See if they get the adjustment down to Kelvin. Well,
yeah,
in this case, Spencer.
Yeah, Cook's been making him pay. I mean, even though Daytwan has 100 yards through the middle of the field, but Cook's been the dangerous one. So, yeah, pick your poison. Play to stop the quarterback, and if he makes the read to the fullback. But, yeah, warming up on the sidelines, we're going to see your holder who's played so well, I believe. That's going to be Spencer Henn, the junior.
A long line of hens that have come through the Colerain Cardinal program.
But we saw this last year, when L.A. Ransby would go down, Kelvin Cook would came in, so it's next man in, and it is Spencer Henn who's going to take the reins of this Colerain offense.
Yep, Kelvin walks off the field on his own power. He had a cramp. He's going to work through it here, so he's going to miss at least 1 play. May miss a 2nd or a 3rd, but Spencer is what year is Spencer?
Junior.
He's a junior, so.
Not as a dynamic of an athlete. Probably has a better arm, but a great runner and read of this offense.
Spencer Henn now under center for the Cardinals. Takes the ball, hands it off to Daytwan Smith Moore, and Park Vista loaded up for that. He gets forward, falls forward for about 2 yards.
And the little experience there of Spencer Henn, he should have seen the immediate joker there by the linebacker stepping up and immediately checked the opposite direction, but probably not comfortable making that decision.
Well, you don't know, too, if the coaches have given him that the permission to do that.
So it's now 3rd down and 5. Ball on the Cardinal 40-yard line. 6 minutes and about 12 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Man in motion. Spencer Henn speed pitches it back. It's caught by T.J. Dula, who takes it.
First down.
Kind of limping a little bit.
It's going to depend on the spot.
Oh, it's real close.
It's real close.
He needed about the 45 1/4. He's got it at about the 45 1/4.
Yeah, we'll see where they mark it.
You know what? It's funny. You've got the chains, and it's a game of inches, but the referee puts his foot down, he spots the ball, and then he throws the ball to the other official who's got to put it down.
Right.
And if you brought the chains out one time, put it on another hash mark, that might have made that 1 inch a difference.
The chain's got to come all the way across the field, and Coach Bolden wants a measurement on this one because it's
And then, if it's not first down here, he might put the ball in the hash mark and ask for another measurement and might get the first down.
Well, this is a pretty critical 3rd down because you certainly don't want to, although the good news is because of this, you're giving Kelvin Cook at the time, the quarterback, to get a little bit more extra work being done on his leg, work that cramp out over on the sideline. It'd be hard. It looks like they may have it. First down, Cardinals.
That'll work.
That'll work by the nose of the football. So good call by the head coach of Colerain to kind of force the issue and get the measurement team out there.
Yes, what I'm looking here from the Colerain offense, probably not a running from a Henn. Maybe some straight handoffs. We've got some counters coming here. That speed pitch because, they're going to be attacking the young quarterback. So let's not force him to make any decisions. Let's just run straight dives and straight plays.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, you do have a 15-point lead, so certainly the clock is on your side. You want to milk that clock for as best you can. Keep Park Vista's offense off the field.
So the chain crew, a little winded after running completely across the
It
field.
is hot down there, even with the sun down. Let's give him some credit.
Yeah, the humidity is quite high. So Spencer Henn now right under center, single back set. Jordan, he takes it, keeps it himself. He follows some blockers. I don't know that that's exactly the way that was designed to go, but his helmet got kicked off.
I tell you what, yeah, helmet was just pulled
Is there
off
a
him
flag?
and thrown. There should have been.
How is there not a flag for that?
Now we'll get an interesting look. Spencer Henn has to come out of the game. His helmet came off.
In Ohio rules, so is Cook ready, or do they have somebody else, or they got an emergency quarterback?
Well, no, here comes Kelvin. Here comes Kelvin. Yeah, but now interesting on that rule, and here's the replay right here on Waycross. I mean, he just pulled his helmet. The defender pulled his helmet right off his head and threw it.
Just ripped it off.
And there's no penalty for that. That's unbelievable. That's just a bad miss by the stripe.
Cardinals are really familiar with a helmet being ripped off in the Elder playoff game last year. So
goodness gracious, Kelvin Cook now back under center.
Second down and a half yard.
Being guilty of that themselves last year.
So good play there by Spencer Henn to keep this moving. Jordan Asbury in motion. Kelvin Cook takes it, hands it off to Daquan Smith. He makes a spin move, gets it all the way down to the 35-yard line of Park Vista. It'll be a first down for the Cardinals.
Just a simple straight dive. He takes it right behind the guard. And I'll tell you what, at 5'5", 190, he hides right there. Nice block up front. That was Kendall Strader, first-year starter at center. Does a good job, and like a bowling ball, just bounces around. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to tackle him. Yeah,
he's a pinball. He just bounces all over the place. He puts in a spin move, and great things happen. So once again, Kelvin Cook now under center, hands it once again off to DSM, making all kinds of people miss. I don't know how this guy does it. He's down inside the red zone. Another first down run for Daquan Smith Moore.
As I said, we call him Pocket Hercules, a wrestler. And at 5'5", low man wins in football. Yeah. And he drives and drives and drives. And I think a lot of these Park Vista defenders, got them going both ways, are getting a little tired. But, you know, you can't get under his pads, and you don't underestimate his strength because he'll run over bigger people.
As we get an injury timeout, this is the second set of cramps we've seen from Park Vista, but a bigger thing we've seen from Vista at the time, the 2 times they've had cramps, they get an injury timeout for that, but you see all the other Cobras heeing and hauling on their hands and knees, trying to catch their breath.
Yeah, number.
But you got to look at the Colerain side. Kelvin Cook being worked on by our trainer. So it's a hot, sticky day here at Nippert Stadium.
And let's commend Spencer Henn. He fumbled that snap on that previous play, and luckily for him, it was a keep read because he followed his tackles, followed it in on
his fullback
on the outside veer, and kept it and picked up 9 yards, setting up the Cardinals for where they are now.
So, yeah, a completely different look when he's in there. As I said, he's not a dynamic athlete, won't run away from you, but very thickly built. So, I mean, he almost plays, a couple of Colerain fans remember, like Jackson Soren when he was a quarterback.
And we've seen it, and we mentioned it earlier, there are 2 fullback runs on 2 boxes, the two players giving up the dive going for the quarterback, and the dive opens up the middle.
And to your point, Brandon and Brian both, they just got to keep doing that, just keep feeding the ball. Kelvin Cook takes it, rolls out, looks to pass. He's wide open. He's going to tuck it and decide to run. Taken out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Looks like it lost about 2 yards on that play, so it'll be second down and 12.
Yeah, Colerain tried a little play action and rolled him out there, and well covered by the defenders. Not much there, so he, instead of forcing it into coverage, he tucks it and runs, and he's forced out of bounds. A nice tackle by Zandel Bernard drives him out of bounds. So you're right, they lose 2 back to the 18-yard line.
Spencer Henn is back in. Kelvin going to take a seat now.
Yeah, Kelvin, a little bit of took a little shot when he hit the ground on his back, and his helmet a little hard off the thing. But, clock is running, 4:44 left of this third quarter. 6 seconds, 5. Got to get the play off.
Here we go. Spencer Henn takes it, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, runs back across the middle, takes it down to about the 12-yard line. So good run for Spencer Henn. It's going to be third down and about 6.
Yeah, led on the offensive line, Desmond Noel up front. Good push by the Cardinals defense.
And we talk about a different look when Spencer Henn's in the ballgame. He may have not hit that hole fast enough, but he slugged right through there, followed his tackle, and broke a couple of tackles to pick up that gain.
Spencer Henn listed as a 5'10", 175-pound junior.
I'd probably say it's closer to 5'9", 190, 200.
He clearly is bigger than Kelvin. There's no question about that. Third down and 6 now. Takes the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps himself, fakes the pitch. He's going to keep moving and gets all the way down inside the 10-yard line. He's going to be short, but he's going to be within a yard of that first down marker.
And a good decision there by Hen. He could have pitched the ball, but he running out of short side of the field, running out of field, just tucks it up, gets there, plows through, and he'd be just about 1 yard short here on 4th down.
Absolutely good decision on his part. 4th down and 1 to go. And, of course, they're going to go for this on 4th down. You're inside the 10-yard line. No reason to bring on the field goal unit here. This Cardinal offense has shown they are going to be able to get 1 yard. I'd be very surprised if they are unable to convert this. So Spencer Hen still under center. Kelvin Cook getting that cramp in his calf worked on the sideline. It's a speed pitch out to Asbury. He takes it.
Why do you go outside on 4th and 1?
It's a great question because he didn't get it. You see, I jinxed him, and they're going to get tackled. It's going to be about an 8-yard loss, and the Park Vista Cobras are going to take over inside their own 20-yard line. I don't understand that play call on a speed pitch when you only need 1 yard to go when Daquan Smith is getting 12 yards of carry.
You've had a lot of success up the middle, and that maybe you're trying to second guess, get a little fancy. I think a little overcoaching right there, but
well, it's a perfectly good opportunity lost, unfortunately. So now the defense for the Cardinals come back on the field. They've had plenty of rest, but they're going to go against this high-powered offense of the Park Vista Cobras, who, where's number 1? Find him. There he is. He's up at the top of the field. I'm not sure who's on him. He's going to roll out. It's a handoff right over the middle. It's going to be brought forward for about 7 yards. A good first down run for the Cobras.
Yeah, Maine Williams on the stop of Demetrius Bentley.
For Park Vista. He will take the ball to the 22-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7.
Into the ball game for the Cobras, Ellison Young.
7-yard gain for the Cobras. 2nd down and 3 at their own 22-yard line. Trailing Colerain 35-20. 2:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. This Cardinal defense has got to stiffen. Here's the handoff to number 6. He takes it again. He's met at the line, but he falls forward and picks up enough for the first down all the way out to the 25-yard line.
Should be just enough to move the chains.
Ball spotted just outside the 25, and I believe that's where they needed to get.
Yep, it'll be enough for the first down. And again, the clock is Colerain's friend on, but both when they're on offense and defense.
Yeah, we've still got a full quarter to play though.
Oh, absolutely. Lots of time left, but as long as they can force these little 4 and 5 and 6 yard runs, they've got a chance to keep that number 1 out of the end zone. Where is he? Find him up now. He's come down here on the right side. Do not let him get behind you, ladies and gentlemen. Quad Martin takes the ball. He's going to tuck it and run himself. He's going to find some running room. He runs through several Colerain defenders before he's taken down, but not until he picks up about 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, good push up front. He just takes the ball and follows his running back through. He's going to pick up about 7 yards.
And you asked for a quarterback run, and you get one there.
Yep. Well, and I'm surprised. I mean, that was a scripted quarterback run, right? I mean, it's the ball snapped to him, he tucks it and takes off. I'm surprised we've not seen more of that from him this year, given his size.
From what we've seen from the Colerain quarterback, maybe trying to save your quarterback here in this hot, humid day.
Maybe. So once again, shotgun, takes it, hands off to number 6, who runs across the middle. He's taken down by T. Gray Scales right in the hole. Jacob Todd falls right on top as well, so only about a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, Bentley gets a few yards, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3. 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter.
And we don't have official defensive stats, but you got to think that T. Gray Scales is on his way to double-digit tackles tonight.
Oh, he's already at double-digit, I think. I mean, he's certainly very close, if not. He's been all over the field, done a great job, as you would expect one of your only senior captain on defense to do. So, Quad Martin, number 1, fake handoff. It's in the backfield, but 42, the sometimes defensive lineman, Josh Bolin, with a big hit.
They were successful earlier with that counter play, bringing Emmanuel Smith around. This time that they fake it, and they go to the running back, but Colerain stayed home. Nice play by Bolin. Blown up in the middle, Jacob Todd, a loss of about 4 yards. So here comes the punting team, which has been an adventure so far for the Cobras.
And we saw the fake handoff to Smith on the jet sweep, then handoff. We wonder if that's a read play. You give that to the jet sweep there, but up the middle it was stuffed.
Well, it was short yard. Cobras do not have enough men on the field. Coming in late as the clock is running, C.J. Armstrong.
And they'll have to waste a valuable timeout here.
Yeah, that is a killer because you're down by 2 scores. Getting ready to go into the 4th quarter, you want your full complement of timeouts, and for Brian Dodds and Park Vista. They're not going to have it now, as they're going to have to burn one just to get their special teams unit in to get the punt off.
Now, I know down south, I believe it's in Mississippi, maybe Alabama, there is a team that has the philosophy. Their head coach was a former math professor, did it out, well, you should never punt it. You should always go for it on fourth down. I don't think Coach Dodds is going to do that here, but you wonder what their punting was. You're almost forced to. If you're netting as little as he is on each punt.
If you're kicking at 5 yards, why not get a 5-yard run on a fake?
What are your chances of your 50% on 3rd and 5 as compared to only punting the ball 10 yards every time?
Well, I guess obviously the expectation is your punter's going to do better. That's all you can certainly hope for. So
I believe they made a switch at the punter. We had a different kicker last time. The field goal kicker and kickoff specialist, Montez, in the ball game.
Cards have come close.
Number 19 is going to be back for the punt. He gets it, kicks it. It's a good punt. Goes down to the Colerain 40, where it's picked up by number 7, looking for some room. He makes one guy miss, but can't make another miss. So the Colerain Cardinals are going to start 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line, it looks like.
I think good punt is relative in this game.
That's exactly what I meant. It's a relative.
They brought in their second-string punter, and they had no hang time, but almost a rugby style.
Yep.
Kicked it and got forward roll, positive, the longest punt. So, but Colerain Cardinals will start this 4th quarter with good field position, the clock and the score on their side, leading 35-20. 1 quarter to play here at Nippert Stadium, the beautiful campus of the University of Cincinnati. And who's back out there on offense? Looks like Spencer Head is going to come out to start this 3rd quarter or 4th quarter.
Well, Kelvin Cook must be having a real problem getting that cramp out of his leg, and you know I can see him on the sideline. Looks like he's still limping a little bit. I'm sure he's trying to lobby to get himself back in. But again, with a 2-touchdown lead and a very capable quarterback in Spencer Head, I think this is absolutely the right decision. It's a long season, and you've got to give Kelvin the time to rest, and at the same point, give Spencer some real valuable time at quarterback against a very good team.
Well, you know, when you're cramping like that, it never really goes away.
Yep.
It'll stick with you a couple days. But you got the clock on your side, and Hen has done a good job, if not running this offense on that. It was a bad play on that 4th down play, but he showed he can move this team and more important, move the clock.
And at this point, if it is September, November, if it's November, Kelvin Cook's in the game right now. Let's not kid ourselves. It's early on in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, you're probably correct. So, and they Colerain Cardinals line up, their traditional wing formation, 1 wide receiver. He looks to the sideline in this no huddle.
He's surveying the defense now. Datewan Smith right behind him. I expect a big dose of Datewan Smith here. Spencer Hen takes the ball.
Fumble, but Datewan's back on it.
He fumbled it and fell right back on it, and I don't think he's going to be able to advance it any, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
And Colerain is unique, whereas we see Calvin Cook going back in the game. Most teams will wonder when they have their backup quarterback in, the exchange between the quarterback and the center. And Colerain, the worry is the mesh between the quarterback and the fullback on the dive.
Yeah, we've seen a couple like that. That's a great point, Brandon. We've seen a couple like that between Spencer Hen and Datewan, but now Kelvin Cook is back in the game. And we've got defenders for Park Vista getting themselves situated. Play clock is ticking down. We're down to 10 seconds. 9 seconds.
Plenty of time.
Yep, Kelvin Cook under center. Datewan right behind him. Takes the ball, hands off to Datewan. He's immediately tackled. He's immediately tackled by number 68. Young man who could barely walk off the field in the first half. He was so dizzy. Made a great play on that one. That's going to be maybe a loss of a half a yard, 1 yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and 11 to go.
Yeah, with Cook not being a threat, they kind of overplayed the fullback, and Nick Cassidle. It's good to see that the young man's fine, but he meets the fullback head on, almost loses a half yard. So 3rd down and about 10.5, almost 11. Cook's going to come out, a little different look. We've gone 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Kelvin Cook is in the shotgun.
So usually signifying that a pass is forthcoming. I know Colerain does not usually like to pass this down and distance on this side of the field. We'll see what happens. Kelvin Cook takes it. He rolls. Long handoff pass, but there are flags all over the place.
The play clock was running down. They kind of rushed to it, and looked like the outside receiver, Asbury, caught the ball, started in motion a little bit early.
Yeah, you saw the little disconnect there. They tried to, you see some of the players jump on the snap count. They were going, or excuse me, on the play clock, trying to go as soon as it hit 0, but the ball just wasn't snapped at the same time. Interesting to see here from Colerain. Big Trey Hudson not here out on the field on 3rd and long.
That is interesting.
Well, he's your 6'2" senior wide receiver, but you look, Fred Riley is also 6'2", 175 in the slot, but you got Asbury, the speedster in the middle. Dula, also a threat.
Boy, they've got to be very careful here. 3rd down and 16 on their own 30-yard line. Do not put that ball in a position where it could get intercepted. Knocked up and intercepted, because that could change the entire focus of this game here. On a blitz comes number 26. Kelvin looking to run. He's going to stay on his feet, get it all the way out past the 40. Certainly did not get enough for the first down, but a great run for Kelvin Cook. Probably didn't want to have to run given his cramping issues, but he made something out of nothing.
I'll tell you, nice gain. He's going to bring it out to about the 43-yard line. It is going to be 4th down, but this kind of the area that I was going to say Coach Bolton might take a risk at 4th and 5, but
not with a 15-point lead.
Not with a 15-point lead. You're correct.
Yeah, if it was 22 points or even certainly 28, maybe you do it, but.
So the dangerous Emmanuel Smith along with Xander Bernard back.
Well, 4th down and 3. Let's see if we
snap down from a team out of town.
They, don't know if they ever said a good call. Colerain refers to it as bingo.
They didn't even try it. Trey Hudson takes it and he kicks it. It's caught at about the 28-yard line by number 1. And thank goodness we got somebody on him. He only picked up about 6-7 yards. Thank you, Hosea Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy's made some big plays tonight. He's a track guy, too. A lot of speed, played a good angle. I tell you what, that's a brave move by Emmanuel Smith. Not the greatest at kick. Probably looking for a fair catch, but with his big playability.
Yeah, he had a 62-yard touchdown reception. He's had a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
He has everything but a punt return at this point.
Exactly, a punt return and a rushing touchdown. I mean, he is dynamic.
So
he did have a rush touchdown.
Yeah, they're going to set up on their 34-yard line.
He's got a rush catch.
You're absolutely right. So it's right. He's just missing the punt for the quadfecta. Pass is caught by number 21, and he's got wheels. He's into the secondary. He's going to get taken down from behind by number 1 for the Colerain Cardinals, but not until he makes it all the way down to the Cardinal 30-yard line. Just a simple slant pass yields big yards for the Cobras.
Yeah, Chauncey Mason was there on the quick slant, and that's the play that's been open all day, and they haven't, they've been unsuccessful. The wide receivers has been dropping it, but you get an athlete in space, hit him in stride, and he brings all the way down to the Colerain 30-yard line.
Yeah, much like Colerain, they're not big, but they are fast. 5'10", 160. Once again, Quad Martin in a shotgun. He takes it, and it's a pitch. This time out to I believe that was number 1. No, I didn't get the number. I apologize. Taken down by number 13 of the Colerain Cardinals.
Demetrius Bentley. And I'll tell you what, nice play by the Colerain Cardinals, Daryl Gardner. He made the quarterback pitch, but also made the play for no gain.
And if not for the spectacular play there by Daryl Gardner, Vista had him to rights. Gardner had to play the quarterback and the pitch man on that play. Did a fantastic job in doing so.
Coach Bolton talked in the preseason interview about, which can be found on wearecolerain.com, about Daryl Gardner, and he's a special player as a sophomore starting on varsity for these Cardinals. 2nd down and 10 on the 30-yard line now. Fakes the handoff. Number 10 takes it. He passes it. Clearly there was miscommunication there.
Well, they were looking maybe for the hitch and go, a combo route, and he hitched and didn't go.
I think that's just communication. There was a bubble there. The wide receiver blocked, and he threw it to an empty area, maybe where the hitch would have been, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a little miscommunication by the receiver. Somebody ran a wrong route.
Now, if the Cardinals, do you almost argue, that's inside the pocket, almost intentional grounding.
That,
you could argue that.
There's nobody within 15, 20 yards of that ball.
I don't think anyone's going to win that argument.
No.
But you can argue it.
No. You can argue a lot of things.
So 3rd down and 10 from the 30-yard line.
So this is big 3rd down for Park Vista. In the shotgun, here come the Cardinals.
Colerain was moving towards the line.
I think that's going to be against Park Vista.
Yeah, no. The referee is pointing towards the Colerain Cardinals. He's saying the guard flinched on the pressure by the defensive line. I believe it was Demetrius Colbert on the outside.
Colbert.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, because that just gave them 5 yards back and turned a 3rd and 10 into a 3rd and 5. That'll change probably the play call from Park Vista. I thought I saw a guard flinch too, but again, we're way up in the booth, and the refs are right there.
Well, what he's probably saying is the guard flinched after Colbert had already crossed the neutral zone. And if he has, he can. I mean, if you're the offensive lineman, if the other guys in the neutral zone jump, he's the one who committed the penalty first.
So
3rd down and 5.
And probably 2-down territory for the Cobras.
You would think so. 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the game, down by 15. Quad Martin takes it, looks to pass across the middle.
Knocked in the air!
Knocked up in the air and caught. That is Eric Johnson on the interception. Knocked it up in the air and caught it himself. second interception of the day for the Cardinals defense, and a huge one at a very opportune time.
Yeah, Eric the Rock Johnson playing a little bit of midfield right there, and the ball is just quick slant, well covered. But the linebacker drops up, picks it up, plays tip drill to himself, then turns into a running back. Eric Johnson last year played defensive line, it turned into a middle linebacker. Nice play. Colerain stops the Cobras threat and gets the ball back with a 15-point lead with 8:10 left in the fourth quarter.
And now for quarterback once again is Kelvin Cook. So that's a huge defensive play by Eric Johnson. Got his big paws up in the air and knocked that thing up. Seemed like it was an eternity for it to come down, but it finally did.
Yeah, they were looking at quick seam slant. And it was well covered. It would have been close, but he's been accurate with that pass, but didn't see the middle linebacker.
Timeout, Colerain.
Yeah, Kelvin Cook sees the play clock ticking down. They get a timeout real quick. Smart headsy play. Didn't come from the sideline, came from Kelvin Cook.
Yep.
And normally we get on the players. The quarterback doesn't get it playing. Players don't get on the field fast enough, don't get off. I got to think that one was on Coach Bolden. Play was not, everyone was set out on the field. They're all looking over to the sidelines for the play call.
And sometimes, I guess, Brian and Brandon being former players, Brandon especially, most recently, a lot of times when you have something like that defensively, a quick turnover, you're not really ready for it. It's not uncommon maybe for the offense.
At that point, though, it's late in the drive. Vista has been going against. We're going to look at the interception here. Your offense has already got its play. You've cleared the bench, you're back, you're ready in the sidelines. Coach Bolden and his offense would probably been paying attention already. Vista had a sustained drive. Usually the coaching on the sideline is maybe 6-7 plays at most.
Right.
From a defensive spec.
So 8:10 to go. There's a Skyline commercial running in the running on the jumbotron. There we go. Back to the Waycross feed now.
We got a bunch of mentions on Twitter. Everyone hating the autocorrect as Eric spells Johnson with the INT, spells it with an A.
Yep. Kelvin Johnson takes it, fakes the handoff to Daquan Smith, keeps himself, and Park Vista is not fooled at all. He's going to gain maybe 1 yard on the play, if that, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Cobra's middle linebackers are really anticipating. Colerain snap count is a lot of times on timing. Especially this late in the game, they're kind of anticipating this the snap count and getting and disrupting the mesh on that play.
The Park Vista defense has looked significantly better these last 2 series against Colerain's offense, and certainly what they did in the first half. So some halftime adjustments clearly are helping this Park Vista team hold Colerain so far to only 1 touchdown in the second half, whereas in the first half they had 28 points. So here we go, man in motion. Fakes the handoff, follows his block, does Kelvin Cook. He keeps it. He moves it out all the way up to the 40-yard line, where it will be enough for another Cardinal first down.
Yeah, this time he puts it into the belly of the fullback and follows his fullback through. It's going to mark G. It's at the 39, but you're right, Chris. That's just enough for the first down.
The key here for Colerain is just to get something going. We saw Vista tired after a little bit of a while.
Yep. Let's wear down this defense a little bit more. The defensive line is starting off with a knee on the ground, trying to conserve energy, I presume. So Kelvin Cook under center now, Daquan Smith. Nobody in motion. The handoff is Daquan Smith, and he keeps it, stays on his feet, he keeps trucking. He's out to the 50. He's still on his feet.
Looking for a block, TJ.
He got one block. Look at that. Daquan Smith Moore, as far as I'm concerned, MVP of the game for the Cardinals so far, taking it all the way down to the 22-yard line. How do you do?
He runs low, he runs tight, and he runs like he's just a ball. He gets in there, keeps the legs churning, and somehow pops out of the pile, runs through the block or the tackles of multiple linebackers, gets outside. TJ Dula out there trying to make a block, kind of disrupts the play a little bit.
He was in the way. TJ's in the way.
But you gotta love the effort by all these guys and give credit up front to this offensive line again. Justin Miles, Desmond Noel, Austin Jordan. We're seeing Kendall Strader and Ross Demmel doing a great job up front.
Absolutely. Timeout, Park Vista. They're a little gassed on that. Water coming out there. They know that this, for all intent and purposes, could be the game. The Cardinals up by 15 points. If they can find a way to put another touchdown up on the board, it might be too much for this Park Vista squad to come back from.
Well, you look Park Vista down to their last timeout. So with a lot of time, I mean, even if they get a stop right here, the clock's going to be running. The clock's going to be running. So Colerain runs the clock and prevents the big play from Park Vista, you know. just trying to close this out.
Let's take a minute here and again thank all of the volunteers at Waycross Community Television for bringing you tonight's broadcast. And as a reminder, this Waycross will be next week at Colerain, shooting the Colerain St. Xavier football game as well. So we have the playback schedule. We don't have time to get to it right now, but we'll let you know the playback of this game for those of you listening on wearecolerain.com. If you are, we'll put that up on the website as well so everyone can see that.
Yeah, it's the video playback. So all the issues we've had with our audio, you'll be able to see the video at our later date.
Kelvin Cook drops back, looks to pass, nothing there. Makes one-man miss on a spin move. Oh, no, he doesn't. Number 4 was not fooled by the spin move, but he moved positive yards again for Kelvin Cook. Picked up about 4 on the play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, spin move not as crisp this late in the game.
No.
He spun as quickly as me spinning spaghetti around a fork right there.
But you've done that at Olympic speed, Brian. I got to be honest with you.
And what you got to like about that play is that initial pass isn't there, but the design of the play is still up there to create that seam where Kelvin Cook can step in, pick up 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, he did pick up 4 yards. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line of the Cobras.
Haven't seen a lot of. I mean, the offensive play calling has been, I would say, very vanilla this late into the game, but it's been very effective.
Why change what's working?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Now T.J. Dula in motion this time. Kelvin Cook takes it and hands it off Datewan Smith, and he's met immediately. No gain there, but it's going to be third down. The clock continues to run.
I gotta think that's a missed assignment up front. Cook made the right read there based on the man who came right at him, but someone was coming from behind there to pick up the fullback.
Yeah, we got another man down for the Cobras. That might be Big John Taylor, defensive end.
And it's been interesting here in the second half, and frankly for the whole game, we've adapted the style to look over for the play call, no real huddle. But it hasn't seemed like in this game they've given Kelvin Cook the option to make the check at the line himself.
Well, he does have that option, but you're right tonight. I mean, it's been working. Why mix things up? But you're right. It seems like whatever play's called, they stay with it. You said as he gets more comfortable in this offense, he can take that play. And what you said, a check.
We'll get a look at the block here on 99.
Yeah, he got absolutely pounded there. Sandwiched like I can see exactly what happened there.
So as you said, as he gets more comfortable in this offense, he'll get more responsibility. And as you said, when you say check it, he gets the play call from the sidelines and they can run it, but he has the option to change the play from the right side to the left side to the right.
And it's not even that you can change the whole the option. You can change it from an inside to an outside to a midline veer. You have. And these things are gradually worked in. They don't throw them all at the kids at once. You start with a couple basics, and by the end of the season.
Now, as a former offensive lineman in this offense, Brandon, does that affect the offensive line's blocking scheme that much?
Well, it'll change their steps because you're basically changing the play at the line.
Yeah, because you're.
But at the line of scrimmage, you're looking ahead, and an offensive lineman most of the time is actually making the call for the quarterback himself. Everyone knows by alignment that, hey, if we're running this play, they come up in this formation. That's going to dictate us calling a check.
Yeah, you've got only one returning starter on this offensive line, so they've been thrown in the fire tonight too, and they've really handled the pressure well. So here we are, 3rd down and 6, ball at the 18.
18 yards away from pay dirt are these Colerain Cardinals now lined up in the I formation. Datewan Smith and T.J. Dula dotting it. Fakes the handoff, and the pitch is out to T.J. Dula. He takes it all the way down to the 10. Let's see if he's got enough to get in. He stays on his feet. He's taken down all the way inside the 5-yard line. First down Cardinals, and knocking on that end zone door.
I'll tell you what a block by Trey Hudson, but immediately the signal by Trey Hudson, ball down to the 2. Trey Hudson sets up this run off the pitch, cuts inside of him, does Dula. Immediately, though, Hudson gets up, puts his hand in the air. I don't know if it really is a signal.
I think he was pointing to the scoreboard to watch the replay of his block.
Or he was signaling, throw me a fade in the back end zone.
I'll tell you what, give the big man credit. Colerain shows a different look for the first time, catches Park Vista off a little bit here. So 1st down and goal at the 2.
2 tight ends.
Yep. Here we go. The handoff is to Datewan Smith, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I tell you what, that's a heartbreaker there. We'll see how Park Vista responds, but that goes 3 touchdowns up with this simple handoff. Straight dive, he makes a read. Big block up there. That's 79. That's your captain. one of your captains, Ross Demmel, leading the way.
That was number 32 for Park Vista, who met him at the line, and that was about the most disinterested. That's C.J. Armstrong.
I would
that was
call
about the most disinterested tackle attempt I've ever seen.
He has been all over the place tonight as we see the extra point go perfect again. Yeah, he has been out on the field a lot and has made a lot of plays. He is just gas. He met him there, and I wouldn't.
Did you see that? I mean, he put his hands out and just kind of like, okay, this is going to happen.
He's just
not really going to be able to stop it. No, I understand, but so with 5:20 left to go in the game, the Colerain Cardinals have put themselves back out to a 22-point lead and are now up 42-20, which offensively, I don't know what more you could ask for in week one from a brand new quarterback. 4/5 of a new offensive line. I mean, this team has done everything you'd expect them, I think, to do offensively, Brian.
Well, I could ask for 100 points.
Well, you could ask for more, but you look at it. I think I don't have the complete stats in front of me, but he only had one pass completion in the first half, and he had one for a loss, I believe. So all this offense, 42 points on the ground.
Well, ground and pound. I mean, that's Colerain football to a T. Real quickly, again, as a reminder to those of you watching on Waycross, Colerain is at home next week. So if you're in the Colerain community and you want to come out and check this team out, and I tell you, it is worth doing. Come on out to Colerain High School, 8801 Cheviot Road, and watch them take on the St. Xavier Bombers, what has become a favorite rivalry here in the greater Cincinnati area, especially on the west side.
And let's not beat around the bush. You better get a ticket early this week. Colerain doesn't typically sell out, but the fire department will dictate that they can't sell any more tickets.
Zach Gaynor with a squib kick this time. It's really good. Picked up inside the 20 by number 21 of Park Vista. He makes a turn.
No
He's got some
outside
space.
contain.
He's going to be forced to the sideline, thank goodness. But he returns it over 20 yards all the way up to the 43-yard line. So once again, Park Vista starting very well for them.
Yeah, squib kick took him all the way down there. It was nice, but you've got to stay in your lanes. And somebody from the Colerain Cardinals gave up outside contain, and he found it out there. Followed his blockers well. I tell you what, he's dynamic with the ball in his hand. Is Xander Bernard.
He wasn't touched until he ran out of bounds.
Yeah.
So that's
he was touched by his own man.
Indeed. 1st and 10 now on the 42-yard line of Park Vista is Park Vista. Snap is back to Quad Martin. He looks to pass. He throws it deep, intended for number 21. He gets a hand on it, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, trying to find the seam. Chauncey Mason right there, but there again, man on the spot. I tell you what, you got to put stars on his helmet. Hosea Murphy with the pass breakup.
And I got to think Quad Martin he's not reading the play at this point. It's almost like, hey, these passes were open earlier. They're going to be there. It's almost like he's dictating where he's throwing. Yeah, he had a running back in the flat, no one within 10 yards of him.
He's throwing. He's throwing to a man he's decided pre-play who he's going to.
So trips to the right. Quad Martin takes the ball, rolls that way, looks to pass. It is incomplete, intended for number 1. Thank goodness. He dropped it, so it'll be 3rd down.
Let's all take a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, I tell you what, yeah, he rolled out to the right and found the dangerous Emmanuel Smith right there, and it hits him in the hands. A little high, but he had both hands on it, and he had some room in front of him. It drops it.
And a great play design by Park Vista. They ran two slants in with the outside receivers. Ran Smith on the outside a little flat. He was wide open.
Quoted by the head coach, Brian Dodds, as very fast. No doubt about that. So here we go. Two to the top, 2 to the bottom. Quad Martin in the backfield looks to pass, throws it out in the flat to number 6. He's going to have plenty of room, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down.
As you said earlier, Brandon, he proved you wrong with your last one. This time, he finds the running back out of the backfield, and the Colerain defenders chasing the wide receivers down the field, and there was nobody within 15 yards before first contact. Colerain trying to make substitutions. I don't know if they've got enough men on the field.
They do now.
Okay.
So here we go. Snap is back to Quad Martin. He's dancing a little bit, looking to find somebody. He throws it, and
he's out of bounds.
Is incomplete.
His feet are out of bounds. They're going to mark him. Yep.
Now, he's out of bounds on the reception. He found Emmanuel Smith just on a quick out, but when he threw it to him, he was playing it out of bounds, so incomplete pass.
Referees are in hurry-up mode. Not sure why.
Well, they've got to keep up.
Well, the clock's not moving on an incomplete, so.
Yeah, Park Vista's picked up the pace a little bit.
Yeah, well, down 22 points. I mean, with only 4:45 to go. I mean, they're not out of it. This game is far from over, but you're right. They're going to have to move quickly. So trips to the left, single man up front, single back. Quad Martin looking to bring his team back from 22 down. Looked like it was a screen. Caught by number 11, and he's into the open field, down to the 30, the 25. Don't know if the turf monster got him there or not, but he picked up plenty for the first down.
Yeah, bubble screen finds him right there in the middle. I tell you what's got him is the heat got him. That's Renard Sharon. He's been down on the field 3 or 4 times cramping, probably taking a little bit of the wheels away from him, but he brings it all the way down to the Colerain Cardinal 23-yard line.
Just a middle screen there, wide open, overplaying the Colerain aggressiveness.
First down, 10 at the 23-yard line. Quad Martin complete to number 6. He's caught in the backfield by number 45 and taken down for no gain. Big play for the Colerain defense.
Yeah, they're clearing out with their wide receivers and dumping it to the running backs, but Brian Randolph, the senior defensive lineman, read that play. Colerain going with a smaller, quicker defensive line this time.
Cannot over-pursue. This team is too fast, and they can make you pay. Second down and 9 on the Colerain 22. Here comes a man on the blitz. He's picked up. Pass is intended for number 8, and it is incomplete. Covered on the play by number 4 for the Colerain Cardinals.
Yeah, Elijah Campbell breaks it up, and again, another drop pass by Anthony Milanese.
Yeah, Elijah Campbell's got a lot of living up to wearing that number 4. The last man we remember wearing that is his new assistant DB coach, Brian Laynard.
Sure, he joined the staff. He played with you in the state championship team, and at one point led the NCAA in turnovers up at Kent State. So great addition to the staff.
So third down and 9 at the 22. Certainly 4-down territory for Park Vista here. Trips to the right. See him roll that way. Quad Martin does. He looks to throw it to number 6 on a wheel route, and he catches it and runs into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Park Vista. There were Cardinals in the area, but they couldn't quite knock it down.
Yeah, well, they played the ball, tried to undercut the route, and let another man deep of them. Number 6, Demetrius Bentley, as you said, on the wheel. I tell you what, there's no quit in this Cobra team.
That was just too easy. I mean, there was no pressure on Quad Martin at all.
Defenders in the area, both guys undercut the route. Nobody stays deep, never let a man behind you, just kind of a mix-up in coverage.
Yep.
I believe we got somebody else from the Cobras cramping on the field.
That's
That's
Quad
Martin.
Smith.
Quad Martin?
Yeah.
Martin, correct.
That's Martin, the quarterback, is down getting extra fluid and being stretched out.
It shocks me it took that long because he has done a lot for this team. Brought them back 13 points at half. They've now doubled that. They're up to 26 points on this Colerain defense.
And it'll be interesting here after this extra point attempt, regardless of the outcome. There's less than 4 minutes to play. Is it too early for Vista with only 1 timeout? Are we thinking onside kick?
You know what? You almost got to attempt it. They line up every kick pre-kick in almost in a formation that they could do it from.
That muddle huddle just annoys me.
I've never been a fan of it. I've never seen it being effective at any time.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and kick is good. So with 3:59 to go in the game, the Colerain Cardinals lead once again, cut to 42-27 over Park Vista. Well, boys, I think it's safe to say that this Park Vista offense has gotten back on track. They can move. They've got talent. They've got some skill players. They're very much in this game. And this Colerain team has got to find out a way defensively how to slow this Quad Martin unit down.
Yeah, they've shot themselves in the foot many a times. You know, Colerain hasn't made a lot of stops. You get the Eric Johnson interception, but that was off an outstanding tip pass. You got an overthrown ball. Ryan Williams makes a big interception, but it's back into the hands of the offense.
Absolutely.
You don't need to score here. You just need to run the clock. So nothing fancy here from Colerain and Coach Bolden.
And it looks like Coach Bolden does have his hands team sitting and ready. And the good thing about the Hams team in the situation right now, even if they do kick it deep, Colerain's just going to sit on it. They're not going to play for any type of return.
They haven't kicked it deep all night. Every kick has been a squib kick. So, how do you disguise it? And you know what? They don't even do the muddle huddle this time. They've lined everybody up to the left side of the ball, and they're gonna set it up.
Interesting. I don't know the exact rules in Ohio high school here, but I know in NCAA and college you can't have that many. You have to have a certain number of players on each side. I don't know if that's
I don't know if that on that high school rule. That's correct, Brandon. I do not know.
If this goes off without a penalty, I'll be shocked.
Timeout, Colerain. Bolden gets a look at it, wants to adjust his return team as such. And we see out there, we see Boland, Colbert, Eric Johnson, Tigray. You got to think they're out there just to clear some bodies, knock some Vista players down.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah, but
imagine.
as a kicker, you look to identify who the blockers are and who the hands team, and almost try to kick the ball at them.
Well, for Colerain, Eric Johnson has an interception. T. Gray has had interceptions in the past. Josh Boland's a tight end. And Demetrius Colbert is quite the basketball player in the winter. So I don't know if you're necessarily scared of those kids having an opportunity to field the ball.
Either way you cut it, this has been a great game. It's been a great contest for Colerain to kind of get themselves started into the season and get them ready for what will be very good matchups the next 2 weeks against St. Xavier. And, of course, week 3 as they travel on the road to Louisville to take on the Trinity Shamrocks.
But it's all to give the coaches a lot of film to look at what they need to work on.
Absolutely, no question.
Interesting here to see that Colerain is very far to the right. If Vista maybe kicks it somewhere towards the middle here.
It'll be interesting. Let's see.
But it's high school. You're just playing for that lucky bounce off that second bounce.
Yeah, you need that second hop.
We don't have a good track record with this. There's the kick, and it was touched by Colerain. And
oh,
caught.
Park Vista had a chance at it,
Yep.
but that ball is covered up by Deshante Jones.
Unbelievable.
He kicked it at one of the blockers, and it went off of his foot and went right back at. I don't think Park Vista had time to react because it almost went backwards as fast as it went forward. But then Deshante Jones was there to cover it up. So Colerain does have the ball.
Yeah, Park Vista actually, it bounced off a Colerain up man. Park Vista then kicked it, and Deshante Jones fell right on top of it. So dodged a bullet there. The Cardinals will take over with 3:57 to go in the game, up 42-27.
Coach Walls told us Deshante Jones would make a play to make his name known. Little did we know it would be an onside kick recovery.
Would have never guessed that.
So the question is here, who gets the ball, Daytwan Smith or Daytwan Smith?
Let's see. Daytwan Smith.
Daytwan Smith
gets the ball.
He gets the ball more.
And he's going to take it all the way out into Park Vista territory, down to about the 46-yard line. He's going to be about 4 yards, almost 5 yards shy of the first down. So good pickup on first down for Daytwan.
And I'm going to, as a former player, I'm going to guard myself not calling out the number of that play. But that was not an option. That was a fullback trap, pulling guard there.
Yeah, Colerain has gone unbalanced line this time, a slightly different look. Only 2 offensive linemen to the left of the center.
Calvin Cook takes it once again, the hands it to Daytwan. He moves the pile forward once again. Don't know how he does it. He's going to have enough for the first down. And at that, I'm going to sign off and head on down to the field for the post-game interview with 3:20 to go. You boys are more than capable of bringing us home on this broadcast. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate it. And go Cardinals.
Yeah, go to work, Chris. So that is a first down for the Colerain Cardinals. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line of the Cobras. We've got a timeout by Colerain. Not sure what that was for. Get the right personnel. They got the first down, but they burn up their last timeout with 3:20 left.
Well, if the Cardinals, if you get one more first down, I don't think you're too concerned about the timeouts at this point.
Yeah,
you're just trying to make sure you get the right personnel out there.
Coaches looking to the sideline. Don't know if they were looking for a substitute. Yeah, they look like they're going to get some fresh bodies in there. Give some guys some playing time that haven't been in there yet. Up 2 scores, 3:20 left. You don't want to make wholesale substitution. But you probably got a couple seniors here that would like to get in this ball game. I see Matt Turner warming up at center with Spencer Henn. Don't know if he's going to the ball game.
And it looks like the 2 offensive line is getting in there. I don't know about the 2 backfield.
Yeah, kind of a mixture. Give me some numbers. Brandon Desmond Noel looks like he's coming out. We're going number 72's in the ball game. Brandon Gilbert, 74. Zach DeSalvo in the ball game for the Colerain Cardinals. 89. Blake McNichol. We saw him earlier as the extra tight end. Matt Turner is in for the Colerain Cardinals.
So the 2.
Brandon Beebe. Yeah, it's pretty much all the 2s.
No one told 55 though. The 2s were in. Spencer Henn keeps it up the middle, bounces it outside. He's going to be close to a first down. He's going to go out. Nope, they're going to say he's knocked down before he went out of bounds. Clock will continue to roll. He'll be at the marker to see what the spot if they'll give him the first down.
You know, you got the 2s in there, but you also got guys in that haven't played in this 90-degree heat for several hours. So you got fresh legs in there.
A little confusion to start that play, but it worked out well. Got on this edge and made the nice seal blocks. It will be a first down for the Cardinals with 3 minutes to play.
I tell you what, referees are we're having a little personnel issue. They broke the huddle with 11 guys, and then one guy ran off. Coach Bolden is still trying to get him lined up. Well, we're finally lined up right.
And off up the middle to the fullback, number 28, rumbles forward, Shaq Hall. All that confusion, all that personnel issues. They still get the 6, 8, 7. Nope, they're going to keep going. Mark it 8 yards on the play for Hall.
Yeah, Shaq Hall is senior. On a lot of teams, Shaq Hall would be starting there at fullback, but when you got a 3-year starter, Daytwan Smith Moore, he's not going to get a lot of carries, but
Daytwan Smith, we got to get ourselves that right this year. Spencer Henn up in the line, takes the snap. Gave to the fullback, this time number 6 off the left side. Dominique Mims to the 18.
Another senior listed in our program as an outside linebacker. We're seeing him run the ball. Picks up the first down to the 18-yard line. Stops the clock as they move the chains, 2:09. So Colerain, probably not as, these guys want to put the ball in, but most of all, they want to secure this game and hang on to the ball and run the clock.
There's 2 minutes to play. They're not going to take a knee, but they're sure not going to go away easy.
Yeah, just in the straight eye, Henn keeps the ball. Tell you what, that's what happens sometimes when you blow up a mesh. Henn and Hall both hang onto the ball and run in unison. So he picks Henn. I don't know who you give credit for that run. Okay, it looks like Henn ends
up with the ball. And
he picks up 4 yards.
So basic I formation, nothing fancy.
But you know, they're really not running the clock down, at least the play clock.
Spencer Henn, ill-advised pitch out to Deshante Jones, but he makes the man on the edge miss. Tripped up, he's down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, you got to know if you're below. You know, it's nice to make that play, but know your down distance and time. He makes a late pitch with a man on top of him. Deshante Jones does a nice job to hang on to it, gets the edge, but a nice ankle tackle to keep him.
If you're bold, and you got to tell Spencer Henn when he comes off, I don't care if you take a 3-yard loss. Hold on to the ball, run the clock out. Just under a minute to play now. 45 seconds to play. 3rd and 7 at the Park Vista 14. Speed pitch. Everyone around knew it was coming, and then Vista jumps on it. Everyone knew that play was coming. No fake, no throws here as the clock winds down, and Vista will take their final timeout with 28 seconds to play. 4 down and 10 at the, well, it's going to be the 16, 14-yard line.
Yeah, Deshaun Sarley hung out to dry there by the play call. He's takes that speed pitch to the outside, and, you know, Park Vista was all over it. So your one carry and the defense guesses correctly and stops you, but you hang on to the ball. So Colerain going to get a few more man. It looks like Jacob Todd's going to come in on the offensive line.
Well, it's the PAT field goal unit, that's why.
They're going to give Zach Gainer a chance for an extra a field goal.
Call it 34-yard field goal.
So it's Turner on the snap, Henn, and on the hold.
Kick is away, and it's good. So Zach Gainer will get 3 points for himself with a 34-yard field goal. Put Colerain up 45-27 with 27 seconds to play.
I tell you what, it's never pretty when he kicks, but that man is so effective, and he hits in clutch situations. He had big kicks last year in some key games, and has been perfect here tonight. Give Spencer Henn another good hold. Does a great job. So 25 seconds left in this ball game. Don't know if you're going to put in a lot of subs. You know, what do you do here in the kicking game? Colerain's going to get some subs in, maybe some second-team defense, but Park Vista down 3 scores now with 25 seconds left. And, you know, they don't travel with a lot of players. You know, expense-wise, you can't bring your whole squad, so don't know how deep they can go into the bench, see if they've got 2s with them. Maybe see a different quarterback or something. Just don't know.
Halftime score for you. Hamilton leading Milford by a 28-7 margin.
So Zach Gainer's going to tee it up on the 40.
Also at halftime,
that's Smith and Barkman back deep.
Be interesting. We've seen him squib every time, but we saw him a couple years ago before when they had kicking struggles. They just popped it up right about the 35, 40 yard line.
Yeah, he's tried that a couple times and missed very badly. I know he has done that and been effective, but not having a good day today doing it.
Looks like that's what he's lining up here to do here, though. Oh, just going to squib it again. Into the corner. It's going to be fielded by Vista at the 20. He's looking for space, trying to make something happen here. Out to the 40-yard line. He'll be wrapped up by a flock of Cardinals out to the 45. And with 17 seconds to play, Park Vista Cobras trail the Colerain Cardinals 45-27. And we'll see, yep, we're going to get some substitutions for Park Vista as well.
Looks like they're going to put number 12, Brandon Sharp, in at quarterback.
And we'll see what they do here, if it's just a knee, if they try to throw the ball. Either way, it looks like, yes, Colerain has their 6 DB, their 3-2-6 lineup out there. Not going to let anything get behind them.
So they are in a shotgun, 3 wide receivers.
Oh, come out throwing it. And, oh, what a layup by Hosea Murphy. Say they'll play to the end. No let up for the Colerain Cardinals.
I tell you what, he comes flying up out of there and just almost picked off. And I tell you what, we got a game following us, a couple of their team, their student section zone, but the crowd from multiple schools that are here tonight watching this game reacted to that big hit by Hosea Murphy.
Oh, and I got so caught up in the hit, I didn't realize it was almost intercepted behind the play. So get back to action here. Park Vista going to go out throwing. Nope, now they'll run the ball. And that, folks, will do it as the clock is under 10 seconds now.
Daryl Gardner makes the tackle.
Both teams will line up at the 50, and that'll do it here. Final from Nippert Stadium, Week 1. The Colerain Cardinals a 45-27 victor over the Park Vista Cobras. The Colerain Cardinals remain undefeated against out-of-state opponents. For Chris Himonitis, Brian White, this is Brian White, and this has been a presentation of Waycross Television.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.